All right, we're live. Star Wars Adventures D6 Thursday morning table. People, how's everybody?
Good. Hi.
Hey,
Awful.
awful. Well, you know what? I'm sorry to hear about that, Cat. It'll get better.
No,
Maybe.
no.
We're all gonna
Cat, do you need to take your small pills today?
Oh, no, I hate the small ones.
Okay, just because they make you better. They make you in a good mood. So maybe we'll get you some of the small blue pills. The small
have a
ones.
Snickers.
Yeah, or even better, have a cigarette. There you go. All right,
Ew.
when last we were together, guys, which was going on 2.5 weeks now.
Many moons ago.
It was a while. I do apologize. Things did come up. People did have schedules that conflicted, and so on. And I think last week I had something come up. Something with the daughter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't remember exactly what it was. I think I blocked the painful memory. But you guys had
that was that roll-up thing you were going on with Kostya, and we had.
It could have been, a little bit of, man love going on there.
Mm-hmm.
But let's see. Last time, I think we got to the point where you guys had landed on. Oh shoot! I think
Our face.
Wymira 3, I do believe it was.
Yes, it was.
You guys had found the remnants of a 1,000-year-old old Republic prison. Had made your way through that. Found an exterior entrance to something below ground. Was a much newer manufacturer. You made your way down there, found yourself an air exchange area, and discovered, I do believe, that you were in a secret base or prison for the Imperial Inquisitors. You guys had found some maps on the network, had climbed through some ductwork, and had gone to the control and command area and gotten into a firefight, and that's where we had left it. Is that correct?
Well, we didn't really shoot anyone.
We hadn't started the firefight. Literally, we captured. Kostya jumped out of the vent and basically told the guys, "Stick 'em up, move, and you're dead." And then there was a person we hadn't noticed that had literally just slapped the alarm.
Yep.
He made a break for it, and he was in like the
Well,
lower.
he probably took one look at Kostya's character, whose physical description is gentle-looking man in glasses, and went, ah.
We got.
Or they just messed up.
Yeah, we got the people on the raised dais had all surrendered nicely, but the guy in the pit had slapped
The
the
man in the
alarm.
pit was like, not so much.
Yeah.
Not so much. We don't think so. No, not so much.
Not today. We only surrender on a Tuesday. It is a Thursday.
It is a Thursday. All right, so let's see. I'm trying to think. How many? Two? Two sound good up here? Two?
Yeah, sounds reasonable.
All right, so there we go. So that is where we're at. I do believe we said that someone had smacked an alarm. We're going to go ahead and retcon that out because I do believe that we had a bit of a misunderstanding there of what they wanted to do. So we'll just kind of back that up and allow, let's see, Gavin to be, impressively intimidating, and the guy, comes up the stairs. So there you guys are in the command and control section. Which is surprisingly bereft of armed guards or, guard of the watch or even a captain, or just has some techs in it. Wonder where everybody else is at. That could have gone sideways for you guys in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
All right, well, there you guys go. Tell me what you're going to do. As I understand it, feeling you just climbed out of the ductwork.
Well,
Cat,
I was still in the ductwork, but that's what I'll do. I will be climbing out and
All right.
myself to the ground.
Cat is there with Rito with his snout. Yeah. He's being polite. He's keeping his snout to himself. Oota, oota. All right, so guys, Role play it out. What are you guys gonna do? What's your plan? What's your modus operandi?
I want to gather them all in like one place, so we can see them and control everyone without any problems.
All right. Well, you get them in the middle of the room where the turbolift door is. All right,
Add to
Cat.
the computer,
Feeling.
guys.
But-
I'll watch them.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
What was that, Gavin?
I'll tell them to. I tell them to get to the computer and start finding information we want.
And they just like look at you like with blank looks on their faces.
Yeah.
I'll drop down.
Fine,
I'll-
drive this car to where I want it to go. Okay.
I'll drop out of the vent,
Mhm.
draw my blaster, and move to cover the three guys. And I'll say to Gavin, Gavin, that's a good idea. You hit the computers. I'll keep an eye on these guys. I know you're better suited to that.
Okay. I see.
And I'll
Yeah.
be in
Okay.
guard mode.
All right, so feeling you've got you got a blaster on these guys in the middle of the room.
Yeah,
Telling
get
Gavin
him on
to
the-
go ahead and
get him on the
access
knee.
the computer.
I'll just tell him, listen, you're not going to get hurt. Stay quiet, stay calm, and everyone walks away. Fine.
Mhm.
Don't worry about it.
The computer is your friend. Kat, what are you doing?
Let's see. What were we trying to do here again?
We're trying to locate Professor blah, blah, blah,
Been
and figure out what they wanted him for and what they're here for.
Right.
side
You know, I actually forgot what our plan was. We had one.
I don't think we had much of a plan.
Yes, we did. We did have a plan because we were trying to get someplace, but we had to go through here to get there. I just don't remember where it is we were trying to get to.
Oh, actually, true.
Your well thought out plan was to assault the command and control section because it would have access to the
So the security locks, the
The
security office to get to access the security block. There you go.
Yep. That was the stellar idea. Yes.
Yes. Sir. Yeah, that was 3 weeks ago of what we were planning on doing, and we will continue with that. So while the furthest ones are dealing with the Imperials, I will head towards the door that supposedly will lead to the security office.
Security is just an area or section of the command and control.
Oh, that makes it a hell of a lot easier. I go over there.
Okay. Why don't you go ahead and just make sort of a knowledge roll for me to see if you can figure out which section of all these areas would be that. Gavin, what are you doing?
I'm gonna check the computer for information that we need.
All right, you pull up to a computer, and what type of information are you looking for?
Location of this doctor on this base.
Okay. Why don't you go ahead and let's see. You're going to need to make at least a computer roll for me.
Okay.
Go for do. Okay, yeah, this has got to get out of the way.
Gavin, that is a really great roll. All right, and Kat, you've exited the ductwork, and that is not going to be sufficient. So
I'm going to wander around a little more until I figure it out.
Yep, you're wandering around, kind of like taking a look at the different control panels and stuff of that nature. Gavin, at your station that you're looking at, it probably takes you a couple of minutes, but you are able to pull up a prisoner list, and there is only one.
Only one prisoner?
Mm-hmm.
Who is he?
It's listed as a Professor Ubben,
Hey.
and it gives you a cell block.
Well, if they keep all this prison for one guy, he must be important. We need to rescue him anyway. Guys, do you agree with me?
I'll
Yeah, you've got
continue to look. Hey, if I any chance that I can go to one of the terminals and pull up a schematic of the base?
You guys have already done that once.
Yeah, I think no.
Yeah, we've got a map.
That's sort of a. You've got more like.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. That's right.
So where's he kept?
He's in cell block 2115.
That's where we need to go.
We need to have a chat with these guys as well. Find out what sort of numbers we're dealing with and what they're doing here.
Well,
All we know is that we're in an archaeological dig site, aren't we? A base that's been incorporated into an ancient prison. So obviously there's something else going on here that these guys might or might not know about.
Go ahead.
So I'll the three prisoners we got. They're all just random technicians. They're not. There's no ranking or it doesn't look like there's any rank on it.
Doesn't look like there's any officers here. These would be like low-ranking individuals. Handling, their sections. Whether it's security or life support or anything like that.
So I'll while I've got them kneeling down in front of me, I'll just go. So nice base you got here.
They continue to look at you blankly.
I'll be like, interesting work you're doing. Why don't you tell me about it?
I don't know what you want to know. Honestly,
I want to know what you know. So what are you doing here? Why are you here?
The one guy kind of like looks at the other two, and they kind of like look at him, almost like whatever, man, your funeral. And he's like, well, I'm so and so rank. My name is Give me a name, guys. Bob Flo.
Bob Flo.
Flo Bob.
Flo Bob.
I'm Flo Bob Peeps. So, I'm just a communications specialist. That's all I do. I was transferred and told to show up, and I've been here a couple of weeks. That's what I do, man. I don't know anything beyond that.
How long you been here? A couple of weeks, you say?
A couple of weeks, 2 weeks maybe.
Was the base established when you got here, or were you part of the setup crew?
Base was pretty much as I see it right now. I've just been really busy getting my job done, doing my job, getting my station set up. There's been some equipment brought in and some techs and stuff like that. I've been putting in new equipment. It doesn't seem like it's a fully operational base. There's still sections that they're working on.
Oh, the Emperor said that before. We know better than that.
So
Well, that doesn't happen for like another 5 years, though, Kat.
You're Cat is psychic?
You're a communications tech. So how often do you get ships in? What's your schedule for resupply?
I personally don't know that information.
On communications, you don't deal with the incoming ships.
I will talk with the ships occasionally. Total, exact numbers and stuff like that. A couple a week.
I'm just on about what you think and what your opinion is. You get one a week, 2 a week?
Maybe a couple a week, 2 or 3 a week, maybe.
Like
I said, man, I've only been here, 2 weeks.
Hey, don't get stressed out, man. This is just a conversation between a man holding a blaster pointed at your head and yourself. There's nothing to be worried about.
Right, and he's got his hands. He's on his knees, and he's got his hands behind his back, and you tell him, "Yeah, man, don't be worried at it." And kind of like looks sideways at his companions, and then you look at him like,
I look at his friends and I go, "Put it this way, you're doing much better than they are right now. Your odds of surviving this thing, they're just going up and up." every second that passes. Now,
Okay.
the you say the base isn't fully manned. As a rough guess, how many people do you think are around here? How many personnel do you think you've got on this base?
He sort of like thinks he seems you kind of see his brow furrow a little bit, and again he kind of looks back at his other friends, and he's kind of like, I don't know, kind of like what, like 40, 50, and one of them like shakes his head, and the other one's like, I don't know, and he kind of looks up at you, and he kind of like crinks up one eye, and he goes, 40.
Okay. I'll point my gun straight at his head and say you're wrong. It's 42. Shoot him in the face.
All right, pull your trigger.
Yeah. Okay. All right, no, that's fine.
I got all our dogs on him. Yeah.
And when's your relief due?
Not for several hours.
Not for several hours. Excellent. So, and what sort of security presence have you got here? How many troops do you have? You've obviously got security personnel. Are they line troops or are they just like?
I'm really sorry, friend. I'm a tech. I don't have that information.
Yeah, so when you're wandering around to the canteen, how many stormtroopers do you see storming past you, or is it just a guy with a gun?
I've seen a couple of people with guns. But mostly I'm dealing with command staff and control section. I'm not really dealing with those kind of people.
So who's the commander here?
Pick a name.
Commander pick a name, right?
Yeah.
So Commander pick a name's the commander, and have you recently there was a ship coming in the last couple of days with a prisoner brought in by some higher ranking officers. Do you know anything about those guys? Just
I don't know.
Else.
I don't know the commanders or the ship or anything like that. I do remember when the ship came in, which wasn't that long ago, and that they had a single prisoner, and I don't know anything about the prisoner at all. I do know that that's the only prisoner that we have here.
That's great. That's brilliant. You've done really well. Thanks a lot. I'm glad we could have had this calm discussion. Nobody needs to get excited, and I'm sure we'll be leaving pretty soon, and we can allow you to have a rest somewhere.
Well, roger that. All right.
I'll just inform Kat and Rido and Gavin about that.
All right, yeah. Gavin, what are you doing? Kat, you're still looking specifically for a security area?
Yeah. I'm going to see if I could go to one of the terminals and maybe get a schematic of this control area so I can see which terminal, or maybe even patch into the terminal from that terminal.
You're walking around on the second deck on the lower area down there, and you find something that looks like what it probably could be a security area.
Okay.
Some cameras and stuff like that, and stuff of that nature.
All right. Well, let's see what his cameras are showing.
They have multiple cameras in multiple places showing multiple areas. Most of them are designated by a number and a letter.
Mm-hmm. I look back. Who was the person who was on the computer before?
Gavin.
Okay, I look back at Gavin. You found out some security information. Any chance that gave you an idea of what camera might be designated for the brig?
Well, actually, if I know, then I know. But if I don't, we just need to look for the most secure area in this prison?
Oh, I don't.
Well, by the map that you had, you know where the prison section is.
We've got a cell block, haven't we? We know what cell block.
You got a cell block number, and you know where the cell area is. So I guess what I'm trying to figure out is what additional stuff you guys are going. What are you guys going to do with this scene?
But effectively, what I think the overall plan is, the reason we wanted to get to the security area is we could check what security was covering the doctor and maybe either counteract it or give us a heads up that what's there. So
Yeah.
looking for guard patrols, guard positions, booths,
Right.
security on the doors, whether he's actually in his cell or whether obviously they've got him
Yeah.
here to do something. So
Okay,
is
I
he
want
on site?
what I want to do first thing, since Gavin probably doesn't know the answer to that question, I want to bring up two things. One of the things is a list, not a manual, a list of the cameras and what they are, where they're assigned. So a bit list of the cameras, basically, and guard schedules.
Yeah, that's fine. Can I find that?
If you can, I'm going to
Also,
try at the
I
terminal
assume
I'm at.
I assume that you want to put.
You can check to the cameras where you're at. Gavin, you may not do that. You could perhaps try and find I'm sorry, what was the second thing you're looking for? A list of what?
Guard schedules. You know, this person is due to be here, patrol times, things of that nature. Guard schedules.
Okay. Gavin, go ahead and make a computer roll for me. And this is first of all to defeat the security, and then I need you to make a search roll.
That's me or him?
Gavin.
Oh.
It's computer roll, right?
Yes.
18 now.
Okay. All right. Go ahead and make a search roll for me then.
Search is perception. Oh.
Okay.
Wow.
Yep. You are able to pull up a list of sort of it doesn't give you an exact time or anything like that, but it tells you there are this number of people patrolling this section, this number of people patrolling this section, but it doesn't give you this is the living area. It doesn't give you the exact details, but it gives you sort of a very broad idea of where they are patrolling and where they are not patrolling. For example, this base, the entire base is not being patrolled. Okay, there are not patrols in every single section of every single part of the base.
Cool. Well, it just means that we can pick our time, so we don't want to go at shift change when there's twice as many people there, that sort of thing. Gives us an idea of what to expect.
Yep. And Kat, go ahead and make a computer roll for me as well.
Okay. Don't understand. Woman in a fat dress.
Okay. You are going through and looking, and you do pull up a list of cameras, but you really can't make heads nor tails of it. There are probably close to 30 some odd cameras, maybe more, but you're not really able to make sense of what sections they're from or anything like that.
The cameras are listed, but their corresponding code numbers aren't?
No, they are. You just can't make sense of them. You're not sure, what section goes to where or anything like that. You rolled an 11, Kat. I'm giving you part of it. So you've got a list of cameras, but you don't know to what sections they go.
Well, what does the list tell me?
Exactly that. You've got 30 to 40 some odd cameras spread throughout the base that you have access to at this location.
Well, while the guys are doing what they're doing, I'll just cycle through them until I find the one I need.
Okay, 3 hours later, because obviously no one else is going to come into here. Is that what you're going to take as much time as you can to go through all of these and map them
No.
out? I'm asking Cat, guys.
No, obviously, I don't think the guys are going to wait here 3 hours.
Well, I don't think it would be safe to wait here 3 hours. So what are you doing, feeling?
After I've had my little chat with the guys, I'm gonna look around. Is there a like a utility closet or like a side office or something where I can secure these people?
Sure. There's down on the second level, on the side where Cat's at, as well as on the opposite side, there looks to be a utility area.
I'll go in, check it for anything, take them down with me, check it, see if there's anything they can use to escape, and then see about securing them in there. And I'll go, listen guys, you've been really sensible. We're going to be out here for a little while longer, and then we're going to be leaving the planet. We've got the information we wanted. We're out of here. So I'm sure your friends will be along pretty soon, and they'll be able to help you out.
All right, so you can march these guys off to utility closet. You don't tie them up. You don't.
Yeah, and that's what I said. I'm going to secure them in there. So I'm going to check the collars out to make sure there's nothing, a Stanley knife and a mop with the jagged blade
All right,
or whatever.
why don't you go ahead and just make a single search roll for me?
Yeah. Come on. It's my character sheet.
Go feeling.
Go feeling. Go feeling.
4D. The ability to type has failed me. I can't press a number.
I do not understand, he says.
11.
Okay, you go through it, and you pretty much, find what you can, remove what you think they could use to escape, and go ahead.
Is there anything there that's like, I don't know, cable ties or anything I can just use to secure them?
You can find something to sort of kind of secure them a little bit, and you secure them up.
I'll just sit them down. They've been sensible up to now. Sit down now, mind your own business.
Right, and you shut the door, and I assume lock it on that side.
Yeah, if it's not lockable, I'll brace the door against something. Use
Really
it.
just below the controls.
Yeah.
That'll work too. All right,
Yeah.
Kat, back to you. You continue to look through these things while they're going off doing that. You're finding that there are some sections that they list cameras that don't have, obviously they don't have a feed, but they are listed. Going through the different cameras as best you can. I mean, there are sections where there's no people around. There's sections where there's, work being done, obviously by techs and stuff of that nature. Whether it's cutting tunnels or running conduit and wire or whatever. In some cameras you see individuals moving from one place to another. In some you see, some Imperial stormtroopers walking about. Just gives you a very, very simple, basic, kind of like puzzle kind of like view of what's happening at the base. Is there something in particular you're trying to ascertain from these cameras?
No, basically, if I can check out the movement of people through the base, get an idea, maybe coordinating what I see with the guards, with the guard schedule. Um, Also, in the guard schedule where there was supposed to be any chance they have a code attached to each person's area, and if not, is there any chance that I could find I know we have a map, but the map that we have that we were able to download, any chance it's like a grid setup? Basically, I'm seeing if I could find a corresponding code in any of the other things that we found that might be able to allow me to extrapolate what camera goes where.
All right, hold on one sec. I'll be right back.
Hmm.
So while he's gone, we're gonna. What are we gonna do? So basically,
just rescue them.
yeah. Ultimately, we're gonna locate where the cell is, aren't we? We're gonna move our way to there and try and extract this guy.
We might
also
be able to make like face alarm in some other part of this building.
Yeah, well, I mean, we've discovered that it's not patrolled all over, so we've got a bit of free movement. But what about trying to find anything about what's going on here? We don't know. We don't know why they brought him here. Surely there'd be some data on that. That might be something worth having a look at as well.
Yep.
Well, see if you can see if we can find maybe a report from whoever's in charge here. They make reports. Maybe we'll be able to glean some information from that.
Yeah, anything like that. It's just, trouble is, my computer skills suck, so it's pretty much it's down to you two. You're on the camera, so Kostya, you've been rolling really well today. That's fucking on an A to Z list of everything that's going on in the next 5 minutes, please.
Well, if I rolled good one time, there is a big chance that I won't do it like continuously.
It's quitters talk.
So what do you want me to do?
Basically, while we're trying to locate or come up with a plan, see if you can, while you've got access to their systems, see if you can find out pretty much what they're doing here. Whether there's a, like you say, like Kat said, whether there's a commander's report or a progress report or something like that that'll let us know what they're actually doing. We're assuming they've brought the professor here, something to do with the old base, as he's an archaeologist, and this is obviously a 1,000-year-old prison.
Do you want to just know more about this general installation?
Well, no, not necessarily the building itself, but what their purpose being here is. Obviously, they're expending quite a bit of resources to investigate something. That might be something. Because all I'm thinking is, if we rescue the professor and he gets shot in the face on the way out, we've got no information. We leave with nothing. So even if we just do like a data dump and try and set up get as much information as we can, at least we leave with something rather than nothing.
We have Walker with us. Yeah, okay. I don't know. I don't think they will shoot him.
Oh, no, not intentionally, but the way we've been going just lately, anything's possible.
It's fine. I'm just going for a more direct approach, like running gun style.
Yeah.
Well, maybe they're not completely running gun. We can.
No. That's what I'm saying, but while we're in this scene here, we're sitting at the computers. We've got effectively an opportunity to get some additional information. Even if you just set up a link to, or attempt to set up a link back to Volker on the ship. Maybe.
You realize these guys have shifts, and well.
That's what I mean. I know we're on the clock. I realise we're against the clock. We need to leave.
All right, guys. I'm back. Got that taken care of.
Cool.
Okay.
All right. So where were we at? I see Jen's back, killing some time before she goes to her interview.
No, that's done with for now. I'm gonna listen into you guys, I guess, for a little bit.
All right, excellent. And then you and I can meet up later and discuss things. How's that sound?
That sounds good with me.
All right, excellent. All right, back to you guys.
Yeah, right. Go on.
Okay. Okay. What was I was going to do, guys? Wow.
I think you're trying
Wow,
to figure
that
out how
was
to use
really, that didn't take me long to forget completely what we had just discussed.
Right. Basically, what the sort of plan is at the moment is while Kat was reviewing the camera to see if she could get us any more detailed information about the cell layout and like the guard situation, where like the actual location of Professor What's His Face now, right at this moment in time. We were going to have a go. Sorry. Hello.
Hello? Looking at my head.
Yep, Cat's breaking up for me. Can you hear me, Robert?
I can hear you now. Yeah.
Wow, you're all robotic too.
Yeah, I think.
Ooh.
I think it's Google fault.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hello.
Hello?
Testing.
Hello?
Hello?
Back here?
I hear that.
Okay, Robert, can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
I can hear you as well. You're not nearly as broken up. Cat?
I'm here. Can you
All
hear
right.
me?
Yep, and you're not all broken up this time, and Kostya never broke up. So I think we just had a bit of an internet lag bubble there.
Yeah,
Cool.
huge.
Yeah, it was. It was pretty nasty. All right, then. Robert, you were starting to speak and then completely lost you.
Okay, then. So I think I got up to the. What we wanted to do is while we got access to the system, see if Gavin could try and ascertain what the purpose of them taking the professor was. Basically, as backup, if the professor gets shot in the face in the rescue, accidentally or on purpose.
Oh, yeah, right.
We wanted some sort of information.
Yeah, we want to look into the system and see if we could find maybe a log by the commander or some researchers or progress reports or something. They give us an idea of what the hell they're down here or what the hell they need that professor for.
And secondary, to try and set up maybe an information transfer or a file dump back to the ship, so that while we carry on with mission, we can be downloading files to be sifted at a later date.
Basically, the files from this complex.
Basically, what we're looking at is a redundancy. So if everything goes tits up, at the moment we have no idea what they want the professor for, or what his purpose here was. We've extrapolated, or we've guessed that it's probably something to do with the archaeologist and the ancient prison, but we don't have any real details. So if we can get any information that we could take back.
Well, actually, if you guys remember, intelligence wanted you to pick up Ubben to agree to meet with one of their operatives to answer some questions
about Wiki's diaries.
Correct. Something that kept something from the data pad from the very first adventure, and Wilcrit's diaries, something referencing to the cloak.
Right. So
and
obviously,
that Ubben was an expert on this area and the Bendu Jedi Exodus.
Yeah, and we know that this is an old Republic prison, and
who the heck is Joshua Anderson?
It's Joshua.
Mr. Anderson? Sorry, I had to say that. I just had to.
Give me a sec, you guys. I'll be right back. Gotta get something. Hey, Oliver. Hey, everybody.
Hey.
Hey.
Well, I'm sorry you're an hour late, and no, I'm not waiting. So, all right, moving ahead. What are you guys trying to ascertain, or what is it you're wanting to do again?
Effectively, we've sort of guessed, or we're working out that the Empire are after the same thing we are. They're interested in Wickery. We had the Inquisitor turn up there. They've beat us to Professor Umbar. So they're obviously on the same track. So if we can try and get the information they have as well, so somewhere on this base or somewhere in this file system there will be a progress report or at least a summary of what they're looking for, or they're investigating, I don't know, hieroglyphics on a cell wall or something like that. Whatever they're after may be related to what we're after. So if we can get that information as well, it just doubles up on what we're taking back to the rebellion.
Yeah, basically we want to get their logs, their reports, things of that nature. We're going to, like you said, we'll do an information dump onto the computer, onto the ship as well. This way we'll have all that information. And if we don't have time to go through it now, we can go through it later.
All right. Couple of things. Let's see. Who's more the computer expert, Kat or Gavin? Gavin?
I think Gavin is because I think he's got a couple of more D's than I do. How many D's do you have, Gavin?
Gavin is very skilled. Kat is just skilled.
There you go. No metamechanic talking at the table.
Oh, sorry, I forgot. Bad me.
Bad you. As I say. Gavin, you know, Kat is sharing. You guys are kind of powwowing, and also I need Phelan. Go ahead and make a just roll a 3d6 for me. In the meantime, Gavin, you know, taking the information that everybody's sharing, you guys are kind of snowballing and kind of come up with an idea of what to do. You're like, man, you know, a complete information dump from this base. First of all, you don't have enough memory space on the ship, even if you were to do something like that. The other thing that you know is that is going to take time. Time you don't think you have. I mean, we're talking. That's not something you're going to do in a couple of minutes. That's something you do in, like, you know, tens of minutes to hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We get that. I was hoping to initialize it, and then we can carry on with the campaign while that's running until it's discovered effectively.
Right. So you're talking like maybe trying to make a program and do like a Boolean string. I mean, again, that's several hours.
I know it's hard. Well, I'm not thinking it's going to be easier or even possible. It was just an idea.
Right. And I'm just kind of letting you know that, you know, that just does not seem like that's in the time frame that you have available to you.
Okay.
So that's what you come up with, Gavin. You don't think you've got the time to do that, though you may be able to spare some time to see if you can find out any information pertaining to Umben and his incarceration. You might be able to do that. Also, Phelan, you've got a sort of a there. I'll just whisper it to you.
Ooh, he's gonna whisper to you.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
I think they have something for each other.
All
that whispering.
He's just all man. That's all I can say.
I'm all man. I keep telling you that, Cat. Oh man. Yeah.
I thought you kept saying, "Oh man."
No, I mean that too. You know what, old man? You know what? We may not finish the race as fast as somebody else, but we take our time.
He's all old man.
I'm all old man. That's right. You get everything and the wrinkles.
Right.
Okay, I'm suitably just grossed out.
Thank you for the horrible, horrible visuals.
Thank you. I'm glad I'm not the only one.
Hey, at least I didn't talk about the smell, the Bengay, and everything like that.
Old Spice and Bengay.
Old Spice and Bengay.
Okay. I'll be right back. I have to go to the bathroom and stick my head in the bowl.
She's heading for the bathroom.
Go to the bathroom for some alone time.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw you went in there with People magazine. I'm sure you're reading just the articles.
No, I'll just puke for a few seconds, maybe an hour after those visuals.
Yeah, just a little bit in the back of your mouth. And choke it back down. All right, guys. So, Phelan, you've got that going on.
Yeah.
Rito is pacing back and forth in front of the turbolift door. In fact,
hint, motherfucking hint. Oops, sorry. To anybody underage, if that's how you say that. I didn't say that.
There you go. There's
tell
Rito
your parents.
marching back and forth. in front
You
of the
did put
door.
a disclaimer about age on this thing, right?
I'll glance at Gavin. I'll say, if you don't think we've got time to get that done, then Gavin, I think we need to make a move. We've been here a while now, and I
know.
we need to let it go.
Oh God.
So, Kat, are you done? You ready to move out?
Oh, I was born ready.
Batman's back.
Yeah.
I was born ready. Look, I was born ready.
I'll just say to Gavin, and I'll say, grab what you can, then Gavin, and let's make our way towards that cell block you found.
Okay. Now you realize you guys are walking around 2 humans, 2 non-humans, basically an everyday wear.
I point to Gavin and well, I guess Gavin and Phelan, y'all should change clothes. Me and Phelan, I mean, me and Rito can hit the vents again, but you two will probably be able to walk through the complex if you're dressed right.
I suppose we have got 3 technicians' uniforms that we could use.
Yep. And you know how the Empire is about us higher beings.
Yeah, higher beings. Yeah, I get that. When I was in the utility cupboard earlier, did I notice any, I don't know, overalls or anything like that?
No, not really.
Let's get the clothes off of the man inside the closet.
Yeah, I just think.
I just didn't want to have to strip men. It's so homoerotic.
So, Josh,
there'd be a daisy chain down there.
Yeah.
Okay. I will drop your character sort of in the middle of it. I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time bringing you up to speed.
That's fine, I understand.
But just catch up as best you can.
You know, if we put a hat on Volkar, as long as he doesn't have all those tattoos. Tattoos. Do you have tattoos?
Do you have tattoos?
That's kind of, yeah, unfortunately.
That's a question, Kat. I'm sorry.
Okay. Yeah, okay, so I guess it's me, Volkar, and Rito will hit the vents. Gavin and Phelan can stroll through the base.
Okay. Phelan, you go back. You're able to get uniforms from 2 of them that are approximately the right size. Maybe not a perfect fit. But they will pass cursory inspection.
And grab any IDs they've got and that sort of thing as well.
Okay.
Ask them if there's any code words they need to say, passwords or anything of that nature.
I thought
I'll go back to
these guys.
I'll go back to the security terminal and look and see if there's a memo for the passwords of the day or the passwords of the week.
Okay. You're sitting down. That's going to take you maybe 5 minutes. Go ahead and get through to that.
Okay.
As you guys are standing there, doing this additional stuff and stuff of that nature, you see that the light above the turbo lift light has now come on and the door is opening.
What's inside?
Big fast!
It just so happens.
You had a bad feeling about this.
Fast! Do we all notice this is happening?
No, you're way down the second level.
Oh, okay. I'm in the second level. Fine. Okay.
Well, you said the security area, did you not?
Yeah.
All right. You see that. So at
Well-
this point, let's see. Roll initiative. Phelan, Gavin, and Volker.
Alright.
I think it's the only way that we are leaving this room because we were arguing so long.
Yeah.
Hey,
Oh, what did I do that way?
Well, welcome to my whisper from the GM.
Let's see. You did not hit your. Yeah, Gavin.
your
you did-
whisper,
Yeah,
your
I
whisper
just-
to the GM has said you're fucked. Is that was that the whisper?
It could be translated that way. It was basically, you've been there a while.
I think it was. I was thinking it was the GM that was saying, "Here's a hint."
Yeah, I did try. I did try and move on.
All right, Gavin. You're sitting there, kind of messing around with the computer and stuff like that. You hear the turbo lift door open behind you. You do not have a weapon drawn or anything of that nature. So, what would you like to do, sir? They're behind you. They got the drop on you. What are you gonna do?
Get behind cover.
Oh,
All right.
God.
All right, so you move behind the computer terminal and take up cover. Excellent. Phelan, what are you gonna do, partner?
Basically, have I still got my blaster out from when I got the?
No, you've been carrying clothes and shit, dude.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. I suppose when I see Gavin hit the deck
Hell, if I
behind
wanted to be really mean, I'd be like, you're half dressed.
yeah, got my
In
pants
fact,
around
you
me.
know what? You're half dressed.
Oh, come on!
half
No.
That's fair.
No.
That is fair. I've got a bad arm after all. I'm gimpy anyway. Takes me
Just so
longer.
you know, I've cracked open my first Sierra Nevada Pale Ale, so it's only going to get worse after this.
Effectively, I'll take a lead off Gavin and drop behind the terminal and try and draw my pistol. What's pulling my pants?
Excellent. All right.
Three actions.
And, okay, and Volker, what do you want to do, partner?
And then from back here we bluff.
There's 10 of us. Put your hands up.
Volker. Josh. Moving on to Rito. Rito,
He just
Rito,
got
who's standing right in front of the turbolift door, is going
Question.
to...
Why does my sound keep on breaking out?
There was a looked like a lag
Asian.
spike earlier that happened to us.
We had
Yeah.
a lag
Google being temperamental.
Yeah.
So, anyways, do you want to? Can you respond now?
Volker, he's talking to you. Josh.
Ah,
All right. Rito draws his weapon and attempts to shoot the first stormtrooper. He's going to declare one action. So,
Looks like Google Docs is really being a bitch today.
and he misses, and the stormtroopers retaliate, shooting, blindly, sort of like in
Normal
just
stormtrooper fashion.
shooting up the floor, the ceiling, the walls, and stuff like that. Rito, for his second action, dives for cover over.
Anybody still there?
Yep, we're all here. Can you
Yep.
hear us?
Hello, can you hear us, Josh?
Josh.
unlikely.
Yeah, we can hear you.
We can
Well,
hear you.
I can hear him do the passive-aggressive heavy sigh. That.
I take it he can't hear us.
Volker, okay. Well, you see, obviously you're putting your mic in the wrong place. Not supposed to go there. I'm putting it on your head.
Remove the mic from your ass. Remove the mic from your ass.
So, Josh, can you hear or not?
I'm saying he can't.
No,
Hi.
he's dropped again.
Yep.
Right, moving on.
Yeah, he dropped. And he's back. And the job comes in and the job goes out. This This
All
feels
right,
like
Chad,
me.
can you hear us?
Let's
He's
move
gone
on.
again. He's dropped again.
Yeah.
Oh,
Fioki Koki.
Yep.
Okay, Walker lad.
Yeah. So Volker gets heroically stands in front of the narrow turbolift doors and takes all those shots, so we don't get hit.
Um,
I am sure that he will get out of the way.
he
There
moves
you
out of the way and over to there. Stormtroopers light things up. Gavin, how many actions and what do you want to do, sir?
How far are they? I mean, how close to shoot them? Do they have
About
any
that
cover?
far. They're in a turbo lift.
So it's like 7 meters or something.
Something like that. We're not going to worry too terribly much about exact distances.
Okay, I'm gonna do 2 actions then.
All right, what's your first action, sir?
I'm gonna shoot this guy.
All right, drawing your weapon and shooting all in the same action is going to be minus 1d, or you can count it as an action.
Let's do minus
Okay,
1d.
I can see people talking, but nothing is working.
All right, can
Well,
you hear us?
Okay, so it's minus 1, right? Minus 1,
Yeah, okay, minus 1d.
minus 2 because 2 actions, right?
Correct.
God bless you.
Wow, that's really, really, really horrible.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
All right, you just miss. Beyond that, nothing special happens. Feeling, actions, number, and what's your first one?
One action, and while the troopers are still in the elevator, I've only got a blaster pistol on me, haven't I? I will take a shot into the elevator while they're still
I got
packed
half
together.
All right, I'll say that you get to shoot at one that's in quarter cover. So go ahead and shoot. And you're declaring only one action, correct?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. I can hear, but barely. Barely, very, very.
Then that's definitely got to be a setting on your end with not being able to hear. That sounds like a setting.
Yeah.
So, all right, Feeling, go ahead and make your shot, please. Oh, that is an awesome shot, and you hit. Roll your damage, sir.
5D for a heavy blaster, isn't it?
Yes, it is. And even with that roll, that guy stumbles forward, puts 2 blaster shots into the ceiling, falls forward dead.
Oh, finally, something's gone right.
Volker, can you hear us now?
Yeah, I can hear you. Thank God.
All right, excellent.
you fixed
Middle
it
of
good.
a middle of a
There it
combat.
goes. It's cutting out. I don't know why. It just like blurs out at random times. I could hear, but barely.
I think it's Google because we had that huge spike and people have been sounding a little droppy to me throughout the session. So I don't think it's you.
We'll just have to
Like
make do.
just
then.
now.
Yep.
All right, so Volker, in the middle of a combat thing, any idea what you'd like to do?
I'm probably gonna go behind cover if I'm not already. Are these
You
boxes
are.
cover? Okay. Do I see? Is Gavin the one that's half naked?
Yep.
And my character says, "Gavin, what the hell are you doing strip teasing for these guys? They're not worth it."
Nope, we're going to retcon that and nix that. So you find cover, though. All right. Rito is, well, let's see. He's going to reach around the corner and try and blast one. So he's going to do 1.
He's going to shoot first.
Holy crap, that is an awesome roll. And holy crap!
Oh my God, he's dead.
Yeah, he is. He is beyond dead. Rito caps one from around the corner. Just kind of like reaches around the corner and like just push, point blank right in the chest.
It
Puts him
goes
on the
right.
ground.
It goes right through his armor, out his back, and nails the guy behind him.
Oh my God,
I
that
was
is
feeling
monster
Real
mode.
well, didn't it?
Well,
Holy
you
crap on a
rolled a whole
stick.
bunch of sixes, and you said critical success and all that.
Oh yeah, that guy's freaking toast. 21 over. Holy mackerel. All right then. All right.
I was feeling
So
pretty
it's the
smug, and now
Imperials,
I'm like, oh.
who are going to charge forward and try to shoot at people. So they're making their way through, shooting. Gavin, you're really the only one that they kind of see, so they're going to go ahead and shoot at you. You're going to be in. I'm going to give you quarter. I'm sorry. Quarter cover. So if you want, you can either dodge or just kind of hope that the distance plus your cover is going to be enough for them not to hit you.
Well, my dodge would be like at -1 already, right?
Actually, it would be at minus. This would be -2 for your dodge.
I'm not gonna dodge. It's like 1D. It's
So you're just
What?
gonna just trust in your cover then. How's that sound?
yes.
All right, excellent. All right, so this one's gonna shoot at you, and Gavin, I need you to roll a 1d6 for me, please.
Mm,
All
It's
right, so two plus the distance. All right, and that one's gonna miss, and that one is going to hit, sir. Roll your strength.
What is my strength? And I don't have armor. It's not good.
No, you're. It's not Pathfinder. Don't sweat it. You got character points. 11. You happy with that, or you want to spend some points?
I'm gonna spend a point.
All right. See what you get.
5,
All right.
6.
So you got a
That's
total
good.
of 16. You happy with that?
Yes, that's fine.
All right. You're at least wounded. And if not wounded, then you are incapacitated. So give me 1 second while I double check that to make sure that you are wounded, sir. So go ahead and mark yourself down as 1 red, and you'll be a -1d to all your actions until you are healed up.
How do we mark it? What color?
It's the
Red.
red. You hover over the red, and
Oh yeah. Okay. Yep.
so there you go. All right, so top of the order, Gavin, you've just been shot by one of these stormtroopers. Oh, sorry, actually, you had another action available to you that round if you wanted to do something,
Yeah.
return fire, whatever. You
Yep.
would be at -2d to whatever your skill was, though.
That's fine.
So what would you like to do if your last action then?
I'm gonna shoot this guy.
All right,
The one
go
that shot
ahead.
at me.
Roll your skill level. No, that hits nothing. Top of the order.
Please don't shoot me.
No one else had a second action. So top of the order, Gavin. How many actions? What's your first action?
I'll just shoot this guy again.
So you declare 1 action, and you're going to shoot that one guy.
Yes.
So go ahead and make your blaster skill roll at -1d. Yourself.
Yeah. 15.
Okay, go ahead and roll for damage. He's not going to dodge.
That would be 5.
You don't scare him.
All right. You basically hit this guy in the chest. He sort of spins around. You hit him with 2 more shots in the back, and he falls over sideways dead.
Nice.
Volker, you are now behind a computer terminal. There's a lot of smoke going on from blaster fire hitting walls and stuff of that nature. So there's a little bit of a haze going on around the turbolift door. And there is one stormtrooper standing there with his weapon leveled at Gavin. What do you do, sir? Okay, no one sees Rito up against the wall. Rito is going to declare one action and try and shoot that stormtrooper at point blank range. And that is going to be a hit, and he is going to roll his damage, which wasn't all that great. And this guy will go ahead. But that's enough. Rito shoots him from the side. The guy starts to fall. Rito begins to walk forward and just continues to fire at him as he falls to the ground dead.
Okay, so basically you're saying that Rito has killed everybody, and
Apart from one person. Gavin killed one, I killed one, Rito's killed two.
I
Well,
didn't get to shoot. Great.
well, you're down on another level doing something that nobody else was doing. What do you expect? You weren't with anybody. You heard all that blaster fire. You could have made it to the bottom of the rail. You know,
oh, I'm
the
busy.
ramp. Well, you probably would have stopped whatever he was doing for blaster
Yeah,
fire.
I guess I would somewhat
You
care
know,
whether or
you
not
catlight
dead.
go up the stairs, peek up over the top thing, and you see Rito standing above three bodies, a little bit of smoke and fog-like stuff around him. Feeling, a pant leg around one leg, shirt on, braced of his blaster on the computer terminal in front of him. Gavin holding his
Six-pack on his bum.
his left hand holding a scorched mark on the left side of his chest, also with a blaster out pointed, and you got Volker over in the corner. Looks like he's taking notes. So
Doing the
that's what you see.
Wow, Rito, you're good.
Yeah. Rito looks at you, spins his blaster in his hand, slaps it back into his holster, turns around and spits on one of the stormtroopers.
Four.
I need a medic.
All by
Help me.
yourself. I'm impressed, Rito. I'm very, very impressed.
Rito turns around to Phelan and Gavin. Hey, we need to go.
That's agreeable, but I need some med help.
Any of these guys' armor look like I could put them on and be inconspicuous by them being shot? Like maybe one of them got shot in a fleshy part of their body that would not mar the armor.
You've seen stormtrooper armor,
A
right?
throat shot or something like
You've
that.
seen stormtrooper armor, right? There are no fleshy parts.
Well, then they could shoot.
There are
them
no
in the
fleshy
front.
parts. No, there's no fleshy parts.
I'm going to check and see if they have anything of value. I'm going to search them.
No, you're not.
Come on, money.
No,
Come
you
on.
are not. No, you are not. Not only am I going to say no, but I'm also going to reply, oh, fuck no.
Oh, wait a minute. I remember from the movie. I remember that their armor doesn't show blaster fire. So I'm going to grab up one of their armors.
Okay,
and
I'm going to say this
to
too.
the neck.
Cat. I'm
Yeah?
going to say that at least one of them was not damaged. That it looks fairly pristine. You might be able to buff some of that out. But the first one that Rito blasted, no, there's no.
No.
There's no fixing that one. That was like through the front, out the back. Lungs, heart, spleen, liver, all on the back of the turbo lift.
I'll get my med kit out and head over to Gavin. And
While he's doing that, I'm going to put on the armor.
All right, so Cat goes over and tries to scavenge some armor. All right, Rito is looking at you guys, and he's like, and you see him climbing up into the ductwork.
Yeah,
I nod.
we need to book, guys.
All right, so Feeling, go ahead and make a first aid roll.
Yeah, this isn't great.
Volker?
Don't get your hopes up.
Volker?
Yeah,
Guess what? You're a prisoner.
I figured as much.
All right, so
We're going to pull a Wookiee stunt here, make it look like I'm attached, I'm not.
No, we just want to shoot you.
What's a Wookiee stunt?
All right, Gavin,
Episode 4.
you're feeling a much better, and
Episode of what?
no longer
Star
suffering
Wars.
from the wound, so you can remove that.
Human friend.
Episode of Star Wars?
Episode 1, when they're on the Death Star. I'm sorry, it'll be episode
I'm
4.
role playing. I don't know what anybody else is doing.
Yeah. Oh, I heard.
Where are you guys, out of curiosity, right now in this? Story.
In a state of chaos.
We're just
Story,
after,
smartass. The story. Thank you.
Hey guys, chill.
Yeah.
It's 6 months after A New Hope. That would be the fourth movie.
Okay.
So the fourth movie has taken place. The fifth movie has not. Was that the question you were asking?
Basically, but I wanted to know like what planet you guys were on or what ship you guys were on. Oh, that's what I was curious about. What
I
era?
don't remember the name of the ship. What's the name of the ship, Gavin? Feeling?
mine is the Pandala.
No, it's not a horror ship.
But, yeah.
I think Walker should know what his ship.
Right now they're on a moon called Wymira 3 in the Wymira system of the Anther Expanse, which is out in the Outer Rim territories, not that far, a couple of sectors away from where Tatooine is.
We tried to rescue a kidnapped professor. That's our
That is
main
right. They've been contacted by Alliance intelligence that they want them to make contact with this professor because they want to ask him some questions. They went to go pick up the professor to see if he would go ahead and meet with that person, and the Imperials were already there. They found out that the professor was taken by Imperials to a place called Wymira 3. They did a little research, found out that the only thing of consequence on this moon was that 1,000 years ago there was an old Republic prison built there. So they went down to the moon, found that there wasn't a whole lot left of the prison other than just some decaying buildings and stuff of that nature. They found an air exchange system of new manufacture. Were able to break in and then enter this base. And so at this point, they're making their way through this base, trying to find out, exactly what it is, and if Professor Ubben, who they did find out was indeed at this base, and rescue him and get out of there. So that's their mission.
Okay, I got you.
It's hard to believe that, considering
what we're doing.
what we're doing right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering what was going on, because I was just like, okay. At first I kept hearing about a professor, and now I'm like, all right, you guys lost me there for a while.
Yes,
All right.
we that's our impression of the Keystone Cops. Enjoy.
Yep. So, Kat, you're over there trying to shrug on some armor. Between all the stormtroopers that you have there, you get together, at least one decent set of armor that you think you own. Now, you do come in a couple of inches under a typical stormtrooper.
Oh, please don't say.
Well, no, I mean, if I remember correctly, Kat came in at like 5'4", something like that.
So you're saying she's a little short for a stormtrooper?
I'm saying she's a little short for a stormtrooper.
You didn't see that one coming?
Yeah.
Fucking, like,
goddamn flat species.
Guys,
I'm 5'6". I'm 5'6".
All right, so she still comes. Well, I mean, she still comes in 6 inches short of a standard stormtrooper. So she's a way short on that end, but she's able to shovel on it, and it just looks like it's just overly large on her. Again, it may pass a cursory inspection, but there is no way in hell it's going to pass a detailed inspection. Correct.
Yes.
All right, and Kat, you go off and you grab some cuffs and help Volker get them on as best you can. Feeling
lock them in tight.
Feeling, and you've helped Gavin, and I'm assuming that Gavin and Feeling, you guys are gonna drag the stormtroopers off into the opposite room, or I'm sorry, closet.
Cat, it looks weird if I have my blaster on me. Hold this on your hip so that way I can grab it if I need it.
we know that stormtroopers traditionally have real-time communication. So I'm not going to be trying to hide them. I just want to get out of this area.
All right.
I'm going to assume that they know we're here now, and we need to.
Well, they were killed pretty damn quick, so maybe not.
Okay. All right. So, Gavin and Phelan, you guys are able to put on the tech uniforms. Kat is in a oversized stormtrooper outfit. Volker, you appear to have some cuffs on you. Rito peeks out of the ductwork at you guys again, shakes his head, and then shambles off into the ductwork. All right. So, what are you guys gonna do?
Get the turban lift and hit the prison floor.
I asked Kat, are you sure you don't want to hit and go with Rito? Seriously.
Okay.
What? Don't push it.
Well, that's up to Volker. He just gives us a reason to go to the security, to the cell section if we have a prisoner.
Alright, fine. If I get shot at, I'm blaming you.
You get
Yes.
shot and both your legs fall off. Don't come running to me with your problems.
All right.
Okay, let's go. Let's get going.
You guys head on up the turbo lift. Using the map that you have on the data pad as best you can. You guys pass some techs in the hall, some other individuals working on some like conduit, overhead lighting, and stuff of that nature. Start making your way towards the what you believe is the prison section on your map. You get up to sort of a check-in area, and basically what it is it's a square room, or sorry, square. Let's go down to the second window down here. I'll draw you guys a quick explanation of what you guys got, pretty much. You got. Oops, that's wrong. Stop. There we go. Up. I'm having all kinds of trouble with my scrolling, my mouse scroll. Basically, it's going to be a room like this. You guys have come in through a hall here. Let's say that there's a door over here, door over here, door over here, and an area like this with a door over there. All right, and you guys are coming from the north.
I don't see anything. Where is it exactly?
No, I don't see a...
Cursor down, guys.
Yeah, no, I don't see anything.
Yeah, it's not. Maybe
It's not showing up anywhere.
I may have put it on the wrong layer. Hold on. Not on that layer. But it is on that layer. So let's go ahead and there.
Ah, there we go.
Hey!
Okay.
So I put it on the wrong layer.
So we're in the turbo lift here, yeah?
Yep.
Are we all, sir?
Yeah, apart
everybody
from
except
Rito.
Rito.
Rito's not walking around with a target.
All right, so that's what you guys see. The turbo door lift door opens. There appears to be a sort of like a guard-like area in the middle. It is circular in fashion, so they do have 360-degree vision. There's a door on the opposite side. It appears to be a electronic door, and there's a glass from basically waist high to the ceiling, going all the way around this outside area.
Right.
So what are you guys gonna do?
Are we these guys as technicians or guards?
As far as I know, you were and Phelan were, and Cat is an undersized
Stormtrooper.
Smurf stormtrooper. Volker is
Prisoner.
Okay, let's go ahead. I don't know how to say it in English, but like arrival. I don't know.
Essentially, Cat has to lead me on, is what happens with the Stormtroopers.
Yes. Well, you're very handsome and strong, and everything a woman is looking for. Is that enough leading you on?
Yeah.
I'll let the boss type people make it.
Who what? When?
Okay, guys, I need to know what you guys are gonna do.
Right.
And I'm gonna completely stop everything right now until you figure it out.
Right. So effectively,
Well, I'm walking with Walker behind me, and I'm saying that we got this guy.
the whole point is we're technicians. We have nothing to do with him.
We aren't. Why is Walker prisoner then?
No.
This is stuff that should have been discussed in the turbo
Yeah.
lift.
Yeah.
So, as far as I'm concerned, Cat is the one in charge of Volker. We are just sharing the lift down.
Okay, Kenton, do something.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I guess. Hey, Cat, quit fucking off and doing something.
Yeah, it's all your fault, Cat.
Yes, yes, it is.
I blame
Um,
Jenny. That's who I blame.
yeah. Um, I have a prisoner. There was some kind of an infiltration. The rest of my team is dealing with tracking down his buddies. Uh, I was told by the squad leader to take this one, and place him in hold.
All right, hold on one second. You got any papers? Any paperwork at all?
It's just happened. What paperwork am I going to have?
Well, this is the Empire. We run on paperwork. Hold on one second while I check into it. You
Okay,
see
this
him
is a
reach over.
stupid phone call anyway.
All right, well, he reaches over for a communication thing. What are you
And
going
I
to do, Kat?
knock him out. I knock him the F out.
Wait a minute. Wait a
I
minute.
grab.
What happened to the whole description I just came that he's inside this thing? It's got glass all the way up and around it. There's a door on the opposite side.
How's that going to stop me from? No, well,
How is that going to stop you from shooting it? Well, it could be blast-resistant glass for one.
Reflective.
As Pat says that, and he moves towards communication, I'll step forward and I'll say, "Excuse me, sir, don't activate the communicator. They infiltrated a virus into the system that will short it out. That's what me and technician Owens here are here to sort out for you."
Go ahead and make a con roll. That's not a persuasion. That's con.
I love it. That was wonderful. Well thought out.
I have con. Where's my? Do I have con? No, I don't have con.
You should have
I do
con.
have con. 3D plus 1. Yay.
After this adventure, you're definitely going to have con. 3D plus 1 right there. Roll it.
Positive energy. Positive energy. Positive energy.
15.
Throw in
Happy with that roll?
Yeah.
having
It needs to work, so I'll put a character point in it.
Well, that's a 30.
Yeah. So that's
Wow.
I'm happy with
Your
that.
wild dice exploded twice. You got to like that. All right. You see him stop with the communication and look up at you. So when is this going to be taken care of?
That's what we're here for, sir. If you'd like to grant us access, we can get it as soon as possible.
He waves you on to go to the side door in the back. The other guy comes around to check on you guys, and this person is going back with you, Kat. All right, I tell you what. Why don't you go ahead and take him down to pretty much any room is available. Take him down to 1212.
Okay,
right
sir.
down there, and he points right behind you, down this hall.
Okay.
Yeah, that away. 1212. It's open. All right, so you make your way around to the side over here. There's another guy over here who's just kind of watching.
I'll go. Owen, do you want to take the system offline while we initiate the purge?
Oh yes, I would like to do that.
All right.
It's impossible without it.
Yeah.
This second guy inside here goes ahead and opens the door for you, feeling.
And I at the same time I secretly remove the cuffs off of Volker.
Go ahead and make a sleight of hand skill roll. If you don't have a sleight of hand, then roll dex.
Okay.
I think I do, actually.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I have sleight of hand.
Never mind.
I don't give a shit who does it. Someone rolls the goddamn dice.
Boy, you're so pushy in the morning.
I am pushy. I'm way pushy. Ask the wife. I'm all about pushy. Pushy. Happy with that roll, Cat?
No, not really.
What are you gonna do about it? You happy with that roll?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 15, decent enough roll. You feel as though you're stealthy. You do remove the cuffs from him. And what else do you do?
I move further in so that I'm blocking the view so he can grab his sidearm off of me.
All right, so you pass him a sidearm. Excellent. All right. All right. Everybody, roll initiatives, please.
What if we said no?
Then you just wouldn't do anything. You'd stand around in your stormtrooper room going beep 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 beep.
You've gotta be kidding.
Nope, I would never kid you.
So I have to roll initiative now?
Yep.
Alright. Coming right up.
I'm the most athletic person here, and I get a 6.
You think you're the most athletic person. We keep talking about the voices.
You're in unfamiliar armor. That's why.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. You're gonna be minus 1d to all of your dex skills too.
Oh fuck! Sorry.
Just so you know.
I'll shoot you later, Cat.
Yeah.
Just so you're aware.
All right. So Phelan and Gavin, just tell me what it is that you guys are going to be attempting to do,
Right,
and then we'll figure it
so
out.
basically, we've gone into the secured area now. So we're both in there with the guards, and we staged that we're going to take the communications offline while we initiate a purge. So we'll deactivate the communicator, and as soon as that goes down, we're going to take out these two guys.
Okay. In that case, I need you to make a tech roll for me, then, Phelan.
I want Gavin's going to be doing it.
Okay, Gavin, go ahead and give me a tech roll, person, buddy.
Just tech roll?
Just tech, because you're trying to turn something off. Doesn't have anything to do with security. Doesn't have anything to do with programming.
It's just an on or off switch.
Mm-hmm.
Try
Well,
and
like
finger it out there,
still.
buddy. Okay, happy with that roll, Gavin?
Yeah, sure.
All right, I mean, you got character points. You can't spend them.
It's an easy enough thing to do
I
there,
think it's
surely.
enough to turn off a simple system.
You know, military system? Yeah, never so simple. All right, you believe you've turned it off?
And actually, you've turned on the vibrator to his chair.
And he's looking at you with like all these like little hearts in his eyes now.
Question, did you close the door from inside?
Yep, it would have been something they automatically would have done. That would have been a security.
Alright. Just wanted to make sure.
All right, so at that point, Phelan and Gavin, you're going to be going first.
Right, I'm just going to
Okay,
be...
maybe not. Gav, I need you to make a Gavin and Phelan. You know what? No, you guys are going to go first. You are. So go ahead. Phelan, what are you going to do? Fast draw your weapon and shoot one of these guys?
Yeah.
All right, minus 1d, one action, minus 1d to your blaster skill roll. Go ahead and roll it. Gavin, what are you doing?
So I'm assuming they're hostile to us now.
You know, it's right now. This is the first action. Phelan's
1
drawn.
second, you guys. My job's calling me. I'll be right back.
And continue.
Yeah, I didn't plan on stopping. All right, Phelan. Blaster skill 13.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and roll damage for me.
Saturday and Sunday, both I work 9 to 4. The close is about 11, maybe 12, depending on how many people we have there that day.
Holy crap!
I can hear him.
You pretty much shoot him point blank. Blaster bolt right in the middle of his chest, explodes sort of a pinkish energy hue. You see his face grimace in pain as he kind of like gyrates and falls to the floor.
Kind of like the pain that his face is in right now.
All right, Gavin, what are you gonna do?
Wednesday is.
I'm gonna shoot the guy.
All right. Go ahead and do the exact same thing. Minus 1d to your blaster skill roll and try and shoot him.
Okay, that would be 4.
All right, that'll hit. Go ahead and roll your damage. Mm-hmm.
That would be 5. 15 to.
Right. You hit him in the shoulder. He sort of spins around with a very surprised look on his face. Going back to Volker and Cat. Seeing as Volker's not here, Cat, what are you gonna do? You don't actually see this happen. You hear the blaster bolts behind you. You spin around and ascertain what has taken place very quickly.
Okay, so right now there's one guard that I can see
You can
at
see
the
all of them,
moment.
actually.
I mean, one other guard
Correct.
beside the two inside of the
Mhm.
security. I tell Volker, they're not here. Check one of the other passageways. And as I leap for the guy who's not moving at the moment, who hopefully got a worse roll than I did, which is the reason he's not moving. I want to take him down. I don't want to kill him.
Okay, this is a fairly large room, Cat. I did not tell you that, but you're going to have to close the distance with him if you're looking to do like some type of melee with him.
Okay, what's the distance between me and him?
You
More
probably
than 10
could,
meters?
You could, yeah, it's going to be more than 10 meters. So you're going to have to spend at least a move action to get over to him, and probably wouldn't. You could probably do it. Probably declare 2 actions, one movement, and then your attack.
Well, my intention was to leap from where I am onto him.
Cat, I don't care how you do it. If you run or whatever, you have 15 to 20 meters.
So I'm going to have to use 2 actions, one to get to him and one to attack.
Correct.
Okay.
So do you want to declare 2 actions?
No. Spin and shoot.
Sounds very cool. Like
on stun.
Okay, excellent. I'm not going to make you roll to put it on stun or anything like that. You didn't have your weapon out, so I am going to entail a minus 1d negative because of that. So just roll your blaster skill at minus 1d versus distance. So let's see what you get.
Okay, so that would be...
And he has no cover whatsoever.
Okay, question. My concentration, would that be usable?
No, you cannot. No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
Again, Cat, I mean, for you to use concentration, you need a moment of
Okay. Wow.
No, you hit dick nothing.
Yeah.
But you looked goddamn cool doing it.
As he said, ones weren't in the... Yeah.
Feeling,
anyway.
What are you doing?
The guy that Gavin's got, is he slumped to the floor, I take it?
No, I mean, he just got shot in the chest and is still up and about.
Okay, then I will shoot him.
All right, you can attempt to do so. A lot of stuff in here, but all right, go for it. Roll. Do it now.
Do it.
Damn it. Oh shit.
Okay, what happened? I'm here. I don't know why the voice thing went off.
Oh, I muted you because we could hear your conversation.
Yep, we could hear all of your conversation. So at this point, go ahead and roll your blaster damage.
Damn. That's a lot.
13. So not so much this time. In fact, you barely miss him. He kind of is grimacing, holding his chest. Sees you line up a shot on him, and his eyes get really big and surprised, and he ducks to the right real quickly, and you shoot the panel right behind him. Sparks shower up. Their turn. He is going to try and scramble and dodge. Gavin, what's your next action? Yes, we can hear you. Gavin, what's your next action?
I will shoot this guy again.
All right, so go ahead and make your blaster skill roll for me, please. All right, so that will be a 10. You happy with that roll?
Yeah.
All right, that's going to be a miss. Volker, what are you doing? Actually, I take that back. This person is going to return fire at you, Cat. Do you want to dodge or just because you shot at him first? So do you want to dodge or trust to what little cover you have and range?
Oh, I'm gonna dodge.
All right, go ahead and are you doing a reactive dodge or a full dodge?
This is gonna be full on dodging because
you won't be able to do anything else.
Oh, I won't be able to do anything? I'll
No,
react.
you have reacted.
I'll react. I'll
All right,
react.
so you make a dodge roll at -1d because of the armor penalty,
Right.
and that will replace his target number. So go ahead and roll that up for me, please.
You got it.
Sweet. You know what? Just so
Excuse
you know,
me.
you're very attractive when you actually do what I tell you to do.
Well, in that case, forget it.
Yeah, fuck you, Dawn. You know what? That's even hotter. So bring that on.
Ouch.
Whoa, nice.
I cartwheel my butt out of his way.
I don't even know what to say to that other than just okay.
There's
All
nothing
right,
you can say.
he shoots at you and misses. Does not hit. Volker.
All right. He's within 15 feet, right?
He is 15 to 20 meters away.
So he's within my second increment of blaster fire.
Oh my God, no! Meta mechanics. Forget it. What is it you want to do?
I'm gonna shoot him.
All right, excellent. You draw your weapon. Cat had passed you a weapon last turn. Cat, what'd you do? Pass him off a pistol? Is that what he had?
Pass
His
me off
weapon.
my heavy pistol.
All right, heavy pistol. Okay, excellent. Go ahead and roll your blaster skill for me.
All right. 4 + 1. Ouch! That's not bad.
That's a great roll. You do hit. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Remember right, it's 5.
It is heavy for a heavy blast.
Yeah, it's a heavy pistol. Do I get any pips? I don't remember if I did or not. No, I don't. Never mind.
35
Holy!
All right, so let us see. His strength is that plus that. So, all right, you hit him. He sort of spins, goes down on one knee. You see him sort of grimace and sort of look down, but he is not out of the fight. Top of the order, Phelan. What you gonna do, partner? This guy is basically landed on the ground and he's sort of like crab walking, trying to get past you to get to the door.
Uh,
And he is wounded.
Good luck, Devin.
I will. I'll put him out of his misery. I'll shoot him.
All right, go ahead and roll it. It's gonna be pretty hard to miss him unless you roll some ones. So good luck, sir. All right, you hit him. We're not even gonna bother to roll for damage. You cap him, and he is out.
Cool.
All right, so at this point, Gavin and you are probably going to finish obsessing the situation inside this area. You pretty much have your own little separate combat. Going back to the one bad guy over here, he is going to go before Volker and Kat. He attempts to throw something at you. What do you guys want to do?
Reactive dodge.
Okay. Kat, what are you going to do?
I'm going to reactively dodge.
All right. Go ahead and roll your guys' dodge for me, Kat. Remember, you're -1d.
Yep.
Do I cover or anything?
Not while you're standing in the doorway, but I mean, if you moved out of there and stuff like that, but no. All right. He throws a hand grenade towards you guys. What is the 24?
I was wondering.
That's your dodge.
I guess that's his
Volker?
dodge.
Did I do it wrong? I don't. It's been a
Nope. It
while.
looks like you did it correctly. Looks like Kat's the one that did it wrong, but we'll count the 12. It's not a big deal. All right. So Kat,
How did I do it wrong?
because you didn't click on dodge.
Oh.
So it doesn't take into account. If you had a cover modifier or anything like that, you wouldn't have been able to add it in.
Let's go with the 12, because that's up.
No. You know what? If it had been higher than a 12, you want the 12, wouldn't you? It doesn't really matter because he rolled high enough to get UCAP, but Volker dances out of the way. So let us see how close he gets to you. Kat, I need you to roll a strength roll for me.
Sure.
Ah, dang it! I should have done that.
Okay, happy with that roll?
Yeah, actually.
Okay. He throws a small grenade. There is a flash, a loud bang. You have a ringing in your ears, a little bit of. You're able to turn your head away and cover your face quickly enough that you are not blinded by it. But he threw a flashbang grenade
You
at you.
saw the flashbang.
Correct.
Well,
Volker, you are first to act. What would you like to do?
Oh, of course, I'm going to freaking shoot him.
I don't know. There's other options that are available, so that's the reason I asked. But
Actually,
in this case,
you know
go
what?
ahead.
No, I'm actually going to pull her into behind me for cover because I know she's slightly stunned because I could see her holding her head.
All right, excellent. You grab her and pull her into some additional cover. All right, Kat. You are not. I mean, your ears are ringing, but you are not blinded. What do you want to do?
Can I be pissed?
Yeah, you can be all kinds of pissed. I mean, you are a
Thank
cat.
you.
That's sort of like a
Thing.
standard
Well,
thing.
I'm gonna use using Volker as cover.
You don't
I'm
have
gonna
to hold you into cover.
yes, behind him. I'm assuming, right?
I would assume probably around the door frame.
Okay. Well, I'm going
Why
to
would the
use.
hell would he stand in front of you? You've been nothing but mean to him. Why the fuck would he be your meat shield?
Okay. Oh, wow. I didn't say.
I'm just saying.
I wasn't giving him the option. Now was I?
Well, he's the one that pulled you into cover, so you don't get the option. So there.
Okay, fine. Then I will use the door as my cover as I shoot around the corner at Mr. Grenade Meister Grenade person.
Mr. Grenadester.
Well, you know what? I say that you're not able to do it, and I move in the initiative order. So piss on you. Yeah.
I can't. I
You don't
can't
get
shoot
an
him.
action. You don't get an action. So yeah.
You
Go ahead
just
and
said
roll.
I did.
Just roll. Roll at minus 2d, please.
Minus 2D.
Because you're
Yes.
You're
Please,
you're just full of meanie stuff today, aren't
No,
you?
I'm not. Well, you know what? If a grenade goes off in your face, you'd be lucky you get to do any attack. So what weapon? You're using the
I'm using my blaster while it's done. Yeah.
I'm sorry. Were you using the blaster carbine that the stormtrooper came with?
No, my own.
All right. Let me double check that.
It's
Okay.
40.
Yep. I was checking for range and everything like that. So just
Oh,
bear with me,
3
Cat.
to
Go ahead and
10,
roll your damage.
30, 120.
Cat. I've got it. Go ahead and roll your damage, please.
Okay. Gee, I was just trying to help. Some people
I
are just
know.
so, you know.
You know what? I got it. It's under control.
I rolled lousy.
You load really shitty and you miss. Nothing happens. Top of the order, Phelan and Gavin. You guys are seeing this kind of thing going back and forth. This guy's throwing a grenade. You've got quite a bit of smoke and stuff in this room. There is a Gavin. You notice that there is a light on the control board flashing.
Light on control board?
Yeah, light on the control board flashing.
What does it say? Does it have any like?
It's a light.
It
That's
says
flashing.
I'm a light.
A little
Yes,
arrow,
exactly.
and a little arrow pops above it and goes, "Push me."
No, basically, if you ever saw like big control boards, they're all labeled. It's like
I don't know if you've watched Star Wars recently. Ain't shit labeled.
might be.
Oh, not in my universe.
Not in any universe.
All right, I'm moving on, Gavin. Unless you tell me that you're going to do something different.
I'm not gonna push the button. I don't know
Okay,
what to
good
do.
enough. I'm going to skip you, Phelan, and I'm going to head right back to the trooper, who is
Okay.
going to he's going to run.
Oh boy.
So, Cat. I'm sorry, it's Volker. Volker. You lose sight of him on the other side of the guard area.
I'm gonna run after him and shoot him, hopefully.
All right, again, you've lost sight of him.
I know.
Okay. So you're going to run this direction, okay, you're going to run that direction.
Yes, this direction.
All right, that'll be your action this round. Cat, what are you doing?
Being upset that I actually missed.
Yeah, no kidding.
I want to. Is there such a thing as bull rushing?
No, there's not. Not
3
Pathfinder.
actions.
All right, declare your first action. Let's go.
My first action is to run full speed up to him. My second action is the attack. My third action is I guess it's just 2 actions. 2 actions. Run up to him and then barrel into him to knock him down, so he doesn't get away.
All right, that is going to require you to move. You won't have to move at all-out speed because if you did that, then you wouldn't have an action. If you run at your full speed, you will not be able to do anything else.
Gotcha.
All right, so go ahead and make a running roll for me.
Okay. That would be running roll.
Yep, it's Dex if you don't have it.
Dex? If I don't have, okay, Dex. Right? Is that right?
Oh.
No, it wasn't.
Ow, that's not bad.
That's your Dex?
Yep.
All right, oh, is that a -1d?
Okay, take one of the D's away.
So that's a 15. And I do believe that's it. So, all right, a 15 is going to be sufficient. So you're able to close the distance to him. And then we'll handle your melee on your second action. All right, Volker, you have a second action. You see the Imperial guy over there. You see him like mashing repeatedly on the door release button, and he has his back to you.
Of course I'm going to shoot him.
Well, because of course, shooting a person in the back is terribly heroic. So go ahead and roll.
Well, actually I see Kat doing what she's going to do. I can pretty much guess she's going to tackle him.
Probably.
And
she's moving pretty doggone fast.
Yeah.
In fact, she's got like a low growl, and you see this stormtrooper do like a low growl as it makes like 2 hops to run across the room and tackle this guy.
Essentially, I just get on one knee and aim just in case. I prepare an action to attack. Is that possible?
Yep.
Aim.
I will allow that. Yep.
I'm going to do it.
All right, excellent. All right, Kat, you can barrel into this guy. Go ahead and
brawl.
Yep, roll brawling.
Ooh, that's not bad.
Happy to roll.
back turn.
Actually, yeah, I'm going to stick with that.
Okay. You do get a hold of him. What are you looking? Just to wrestle him to the ground, smash
Knock him
into
to the ground. No, knock him to the ground.
All right, so you're just looking to knock him to the ground. You're not like looking to mash him into the door, anything like that. You're just looking to knock him to the ground, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and
Hopefully
make a
that'll be some kind of like a stunner or something. Strength roll with the minus still?
No minus because that's not Dex.
Okay. So strength roll, right? Or
correct.
Okay. Oops. Hold on. I pressed the wrong buttons at the wrong time. And yes, I will say what I got.
All right. You end up just kind of like sort of tackling him and tripping all at the same time. Sort of like grabbing him from the shoulders, throwing a leg right behind his both of his knees, and pulling him back down to the ground. He lands on his back, and he appears to be a bit stunned.
Yes.
All right.
Cross to his throat.
I'm sorry. What? You're last. Okay. You don't have any more actions this round.
Yeah, I know.
So it's the top of the action of the next round. In the next round, he is putting his hands up and sort of doing like the spider crawl away from you.
How cute.
All right, Kat. Volker, what are you going to do? You've got your action. If you want to, you can shoot this guy.
I'm not going to piss off Kitty.
All right, so you continue to hold your action and aim. Excellent. Kat, what are you going to do?
Pounce on him, claws out to his throat, move, and you're dead.
Wait a minute. You realize that you're running around in heavy stormtrooper armor. There are no claws coming out of this.
Oh, that's right, no claws. Okay.
Look, if you guys, okay.
Pounce on him with the blaster to his throat. Move, and you're dead.
How about just to his face? To his throat? Okay.
Okay, fine. To his face.
You run forward, you grab him, you put the blaster down, and you go, you move, you die, roll intimidation.
Yes, sir.
It's a species imperative. She always goes for the throat.
Apparently.
Yes, it is. I honestly. Um, Knowledge, merc, perception, strength. What am
Intimidation
I?
is knowledge.
Knowledge. Okay. Okay.
And you know what? I will give you a +1d bonus.
Oh, thank you. You're a wonderful person.
No, I'm not, but that's okay. All right. He believes you. He is very confused that a stormtrooper has a weapon drawn on him.
Yes,
All right,
I would be
guys. We
confused too.
move out of combat and back into the narrative. So tell me what you guys are doing.
I checked the panel.
I'm sorry. Let me try this again. The two people that are inside the guard shack, Phelan and Gavin. What are you guys doing?
I checked the panel that is blinking. Is it? It's a button that's blinking. I take it.
Yep.
An indicator.
It appears as though it's probably a communication. It's someone who's trying to contact you guys.
Okay. I will answer the communication.
I'll try to find.
Okay.
Well, we know exact
cell
cell.
block AA1. We register weapons fire. Please register. Please register. What's going on, please?
Yeah. Correct. Weapons fire has been detected in the prison cell. Intruders tried to gain access. They have been driven off. Currently heading down to cargo access. Request forces be sent to head them off.
Go ahead and roll con. Actually, you know what? Let's see, con or persuasion on that one. Yeah, con. Roll con. Don't you keep having sighing. I'll get real tired of that in a hurry.
No, I'm sick. I'm trying to breathe.
Okay. I just
Stop it.
It's a pet peeve of mine. No, seriously, I'm not
I
trying
know.
to be-
I understand. I'm trying to breathe. My lungs are filled up with phlegm right now.
Okay.
Oh,
I
goody.
suggest-
Thank you for sharing.
I suggest
Yeah, you got
large amounts of alcohol. All right.
You suggest
All right. Very good.
lots of alcohol for
You say that.
anything.
How many of them were there? Do you know?
There were two. We've taken down one. One dead. We've got one of our guards dead here. The other two are in pursuit. I'm remaining to secure the location. We're currently locked down.
Do you need medical support? Do you need someone sent?
No, we're fine here. Head off the. They were heading down towards the cargo access. All support should be sent to head them off. I believe we heard talk that there was action on the command center as well. I don't know if
You're
that's been
talking too
taken
much.
care of.
Roll.
What?
You're talking too much. Roll.
Roll.
Yeah, I was about to say.
That's not bad.
No, that was real good. I mean, but yeah, you're gonna make another roll. I don't want to make another roll.
No!
No, he says as his balls
Wait.
I'm sorry, did your balls just shrink
No,
up inside you? That's an 8. Are you happy with the 8?
I've only got. That's it. I'm out of character points.
Oh, no! 8. Tell you what. You know what? We've got plenty of personnel. In fact, I've got a medical personnel in your area. I'm going to send one up to you right now.
That's great. Thank you.
Yep. Excellent. All right, as you were. And he signs off. Kat, Volker, what are you guys doing?
Do we hear this? As I got a comm link on me, I can hear what's going on, what they're saying.
No, you don't.
I'm locking him up in the cuffs. Only this time I'm actually closing them.
Okay. You kind of look over at Volker cuffs, and he like, oh yeah, and throws them to you, and you put them on him.
And then I say, with again the blaster to his temple, code now.
He just like looks at you, completely blank.
Get in the door, moron.
It's all handled from the guard area. I don't have a code.
I saw you pressing the button on the door. I'm not stupid.
Did you see the door open?
They're in lockdown.
So you are a moron. Never mind. Bam! To the side of the head.
All right, you knock him unconscious.
Okay.
Hey, I wonder, could I pass as the one guard here?
You're a Zabrak. These are Imperials.
Yeah. You have tattoos on your face and no hair and horns.
Gavin, quickly, you might want to take his clothes.
Again? Gavin or who?
Yep. So back
I'm
to
gonna
Gavin
be
and
in
Why do you
Felix.
strap everybody?
I'll
Um,
shout out to the other tower. Say, guys, we've got company coming. There's a medic on the way. I couldn't get him to divert.
Fine, somebody get into his clothes, move his body into the other corridor that's open, and then the rest of us try and get through one of these doors now.
Actually,
I'll
what I
take his body. I'm gonna be hiding in a cell anyways. Just waiting for them to come.
what I'll do, I want one of the dead bodies that are in the guard unit to
Well,
lie in
then-
front of the turbo lift doors, and I'll be performing first aid on him when
Well,
the medic walks
actually, feeling. Oh, yes, that's not a bad idea. Use his
Wow.
unconscious.
Wow. Back up, guys. You need to work as a group.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm
Yes,
gonna
sir.
I'm going to completely stop the narrative at this point until you
Right.
guys figure out what you as a group are going to do.
Okay.
in. Right. So
How far is this guy? How far is this professor? Can we just take him and run away from here?
We don't know.
No one said anything. He's in cell block what 8112.
8112.
right, we're in planning stage now. Then.
No one's taking a look. I mean, Gavin, no one's taking a look at this point. There's been a firefight, and you're in the cell block section. No one's figured out what the numbering sections are or where Ubben is.
Okay.
All right.
Feeling.
Yeah.
Grab
Someone look it up.
Grab up that body of the guard,
No, you
Yep.
just capped.
the one who's unconscious.
Yeah.
Drag him and one of the other bodies into the corridor.
That's a turbo lift, actually.
In front of the turbo lift.
Yeah. And then I
Gavin,
will-
you and I will. Gavin, you get on the computers and find out one, where he is, and two, how to get these doors open. Volker,
Yes, ma'am.
you and me, we're down that other corridor, out of the way.
Got it.
Does that look right, guys?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's about right.
that's right.
Gavin, are you going to shut that door where they're back out? Shut that corridor so that they're not seen.
Yes, I would like to do that.
All right. Well, door shut. All right. So feeling.
Since we're stuck here, I'm gonna go look through these cells and make sure they are empty.
Well, they're okay. You can attempt it. You go through that, and every single one of them is locked.
Okay.
So anyway, I mean that'll take some time. I mean there's probably 10 to a side, so 20 cells. Going down one section. Back.
I'll
section.
take one. I'll take one side too. Might as well. Stuck in here.
Yeah, we're stuck in here for now, so we might as well make sure that they're empty.
All right. So feeling you're off pretending to do the first aid thing, right?
Yeah.
All right. So you're just kind of like standing there or kneeling down next to this guy,
Kneeling
waiting.
down.
Waiting.
Make sure you take the cuffs off of him, by the way.
Yeah, there is that too. So, all right, you guys are off doing that. Gavin, in the meantime, you're trying to gain access to the security computers, and you're trying to find out where Ubben is, correct?
Yes.
Nod your head.
Yeah, I was gonna say I need some confirmation. All right, back into the narrative then. All right, Gavin, go ahead and roll security for me at -1D and computer at -1D.
Yeah.
That's your security roll?
Yeah. Let's call it security roll. Yep.
Okay.
That's my computer roll.
Okay. You do ascertain that Umben is in this cell area, and that he is down. He's in this cell block over here, behind that door.
Do we have time to switch at all?
No, you're off checking out all those. No, guys, you can't even see what's going on over here.
I know.
Again, meta mechanics versus what your characters would actually really know. And you have to keep those things very different.
Yeah.
All right, Gavin, what are you doing?
Well, I need to get him out, so I would try to. Is there like a key card for self on dead guard, or we hide them away?
Nope. You're taking a look at the controls and stuff like that, and you're finding that all of the controls for all of the cell blocks are handled from this guard area.
Okay.
And you do have a comm link, so I mean you could be in communication with other people. And hold on one second, I got a phone call.
Yeah, just 2 minutes AFK myself.
Oh, I wanted to see it again. Anybody see that video with the cat who chased away the dog?
No.
It's
I'll be right back.
kinda
I
cool.
have to go do something
Hey.
real quick.
How long do you guys normally do this for?
Until 3.
Until what? Until 1 hour, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Oliver was the person who stepped away, right?
Yes.
Okay, just make sure.
I think Cat, right? Are you a Cathor or a Deathor?
Kassar.
Cathor. You're a Cathor? That's what I
Yeah.
thought.
What? Did the fur give me away?
No, it was either that or a Wookiee Talons.
Nah, I didn't want to be a Wookiee.
But the communications with Wookiees are so much fun.
Oh, this is true. We had a Wookiee, but he refused to be a Wookiee.
What? He didn't.
He didn't want a Wookiee. He didn't want to talk Wookiee. Or
Oh, yeah.
It's not really Wookiee. It's Schwarz.
I'm back.
That's one awesome cat.
Who, what, where?
You're an awesome possum.
Yum yum.
You gotta be impressed with a cat that does that.
Does what? Who? Where? What cat?
There's a kid on a tricycle, and there was a loose dog roaming around the neighborhood.
Oh, I've seen that, and the cat drives the dog off.
Yes, I mean that cat comes out of friggin' nowhere. That was awesome.
Have you seen the one with the babysitter? Looking
No.
after there's a babysitter looking after a child's baby.
Oh,
and
and the cat
breaks the glass. And when the
Oh,
glass
no.
breaks, the cat comes down and literally legs the babysitter around. Just attacks her, drives her away from the baby.
Oh,
It hears
yeah,
the breaking glass sound and
Now here's the bad part about that video. The cat's awesome. Mom gets up and runs away. I'm assuming she's running away. She could be going after the dog. I don't know, but it looked like she's running away.
Dogs are scary, you know.
up to that cat.
Yeah, but that cat deserves a medal, man.
Well, to be honest, I seriously doubt it, but...
What you didn't see is after the video cut out, the cat turns on the child and drags it away to its kittens.
Well, somebody needs to take care of that poor kid.
Raised by cats.
Oh,
You become like Catwoman or something.
Oh, it's better than being raised by dogs.
No, dogs are the coolest.
What? No, dogs are awful.
All right, I'm back, guys. Hey, Jen, I noticed you're probably not seeing any of the stuff that we're doing on Roll20, and if you want to see that, there's an applet bar on the left side of your Google Hangouts that if you cursor over it, it'll pop up, and there should be a pink 20-sided dice that's there. You can go ahead
I'm
and click
actually
on
trying to figure out I'm actually trying to figure out how to get Google Hangouts on my one computer. My husband's trying to work that out for me as we speak because for some reason it just won't open on my computer.
Same with me. It never opens.
Yeah, like I can do it on my phone perfectly fine, but I cannot get it to open for the life of me on my computer. So I'm making him fix it.
Hangouts is not opening on your computer, is what you're saying?
Yeah, Hangouts.
Oh.
I can't get it to
Oh
open.
my god,
like,
it's finally
right.
working.
Okay. All right, I'm back now, guys.
Welcome back, Carter.
Thank you.
Yeah, I found out where he is, right?
Yes.
I'll direct Cat and Walker there over the comlink and
Well, just tell
start
him
working
that.
on opening the door.
Oh, just do it.
Oh, hey guys, found him. He's in a cell name in a cell area.
8112, cell block B.
And
Okay.
I'm gonna try to work on the door.
We'll be heading back to the door that we're in. Open this one too, so we can get the heck out of here.
Just make a computer programming roll for me, Gavin.
Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum.
Oh, easily. Cat, you guys' door opens. You guys step out into this area, and you guys look over there, and as you're walking towards the door, Gavin opens that door up as well. It opens up into another long hallway with 10 cell blocks on each side. I'm sorry, 10 cells on each side. You guys start going down it, searching by number. We got like 8109, 8110, 8111, 8112. That's Umbin's cell.
I call back or message back to Gavin.
Just do it. There you go.
Open the door.
I'm opening it.
All right, go ahead and roll again for me, sir. This may.
I'm doing it.
Roll well.
Oh,
That's great. Yep. You pop open the door. You guys see that the door is actually sort of at an angle, almost like a 45-degree angle, and then there's some steps that go down to it. So you go down like 2 steps. The door's at a 45-degree angle. It moves from the floor up into the ceiling. You guys have to duck just a little bit, and you enter into a black cell room. The entire ceiling emits illumination. On the far side, you see an Ithorian, and Ithorians are actually quite large. They're in excess of 2 meters tall, so they're about 7 foot, 6.5 to 7 foot tall.
Mm-hmm.
And you see him sitting on a white bench that's built into the wall.
Okay.
And you can tell immediately that this is an older Ithorian. In fact, he's got like a white mustache and a little bitty white goatee.
Which really will look very funny on an Ithorian.
No, not really. I mean, just something different.
I'm gonna try to put this on really quick on my computer, so I'm gonna hang up on you guys for a minute.
Alrighty.
Our professor?
Hmm?
Professor, we're here to rescue you. Obi-Wan. No.
We have your droid. All right, guys.
We're here to rescue you, sir.
Huh. Very good then. And who are you, young lady? Obviously, you're not a stormtrooper.
I'm too short.
Aren't you a little short to be a stormtrooper?
She is, and it's
more
time to
than
get out of
just-
here. We got a team
more than
coming
just
in
too
to
short.
help, and we're not liking that.
Yeah, we really got to get out of here.
Ah.
She's your sister.
Did Rito have Rito has a communication, right?
He probably has a comlink. Is he answering it right now?
Well, I'm gonna
It's
Rito.
a 50-50 chance.
Rito, are you still in the event? We've got the professor.
You hear some like scrabbling, like paper being crunched, and that's all you hear.
Okay, fine. Okay, let's go. And I turn around and I let the
Professor?
Alcar. Yeah, no, what's his name? Lead the professor. It's like
Volker?
Yeah, Volker. Him. Yeah, that dude.
All right. Well, the Ithorian gets up and starts to shamble towards the door. Not the fastest species with a speedy gait. So you guys are walking ahead and letting him catch up with you?
I'm walking ahead. I'll let Volkar stay back there with him and guide him and
Pretty much
protect him.
he's the scout and I'm the one guarding him.
All right, so Kat, you're pretty much up at the door frame, kind of like doing like the whole overlap thing as they're bringing up the rear. And Volker, you're pretty much kind of giving the professor, help if he needs it, like getting up the stairs and just come on, professor, we need to move it. Come on, prof, that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
All right, excellent. Kat, as they're starting to approach you, you guys hear the turbo lift, ding, and the door starts to open. Feeling, you stop from doing your half-hearted first aid, and you look up, and there is a med tech, a female med tech. Behind her are 2 additional guards.
Of course.
I say, quick, he stopped breathing.
And she immediately steps forward and looks at you, nods, and starts to perform first aid. So what do you do, Feeling?
The 2 guards that are with her, I say,
one of them is kind of holding the turbo lift door open, and the other one is just standing there.
I'll point to the other guard, and I'll just say, could you just check him quick? I've been trying to work on him. See how he's doing.
They both just look at you. And the other one, the one that's holding the door kind of like looks back at the other one and just like shrugs his shoulders. And the other guy that's standing there goes ahead, shoulders his weapon, and makes his way forward to render first aid on the second guy.
Okay. What I want to do is, obviously I know Gavin's in the console behind me, and he can see what's going on here, and I know that
Gavin sees all of this.
And I'm assuming he's going to be coordinating.
Yeah, and Kat, you see most of this. I mean, be reasonable in what character information you have. But I mean, you see the bulk of this, and you kind of put together what's going on.
Okay. Well, I stop, put my hand up so that Volker will see that he needs to stop.
And I do. I stop the professor as well.
Yep.
I crouch down low, keeping as much eyes on what's going on as I can, but more using my hearing, just listening to what's going on. And I'll stay back in the corridor. I don't come out.
Okay.
He and I hide behind as best we can some of the cell doors.
Okay, think about the cell block that was in the Death Star, and that'll give you an idea of what it looks like. So you can because you're humanoid shaped. The Ithorian not so much.
Well, can he crouch down at least behind me?
Yeah, you've seen what they look like, right? They're
yes,
like
I know.
They're like a hammerhead with 2 legs and 2 legs.
I'm gonna wave. I'm waving Volker back if he starts to get too close.
No. Volker kind of understands what's going on. He's trying to stay out of the way, but you know what? It's kind of like when you throw shit on a wall. I mean, you still have shit on the wall. It doesn't matter how you dress it up. It's going to be kind of hard to hide.
Okay, then.
That's pretty much what Volker's looking like at this point. All right, coming back to Phelan and Gavin. What are you guys going to be doing?
I'm going to try. My plan is, I'm trying to keep the guards' attention focused on me, less on what else is in the room. So, if the other one goes towards the other guard, I'll look at the one that's still in the turbo lift and go, "Where were you guys? You're supposed to be here to protect us. You're supposed to be security. Great job."
Oh, geez. Yeah. Throw intimidation. Throw that on them.
I would say first.
Because it sounds to me like you're trying to dress them down.
I'm just like, I'm a bit distraught. I'm like, where are you guys? What's going
bitching at
on?
him. Yeah, it sounds more like bitching at him.
Yeah, I was gonna say the first part sounded more like you were bitching at him than you were like, crying and complaining.
Just acknowledging it.
Yeah, it would be just plain knowledge.
Yeah, I'll take that.
All right.
I've got no choice.
And they're just kind of like they're like looking at you, you know, not terribly impressed.
Yeah, but they're looking at me.
me. Yeah, they are watching you. Well, one is, the other one's rendering aid to the other guy on the ground.
Yeah.
And you know, he's got a first aid pack out, and you know, he's taking some, and he sort of like stops, looks over his shoulder at the other med techie. This guy's done. I can't do anything for him, Doc. And you should see her say, well, this guy's just knocked unconscious, so he'll be up in a little while. Here, move to the side. Let me see what I can do for this guy. And she moves over to render aid to the second one. So the first guard guy is just basically just standing there now. And you kind of dressing him down. And you know, where were you at? And he just sort of gives you like, you know, if this person, if this med techie wasn't around here, I'd bitch slap you. It's kind of the look he gives you.
Bitch.
What'd you say? What'd you say to me? I'll take them sunglasses and shove them in your ass. Like, all right, guys. So, what is the end game plan here?
Effectively, we've got to take these people out as quickly and quietly as possible. They're not going to fall. A con will only go so far. That as soon as this guy wakes up, he's going to say it was him. Or it was her. So we're on a time limit. My plan, or what I'm trying to do, is buy enough time for the other two to be able to act without and get the drop on them. One of that word. At which point I will take out the med tech, as in like grapple and not shoot her in the face.
I don't know why you don't just try to persuade them to take the unconscious guy back to the med bay and we leave.
Because he's only just been knocked on the head, so the chances are he could just wake up and go, there's a short stormtrooper, a Zabrak, and you two fucking in on it.
So, all right then, Phelan, you're just gonna tackle her then?
No, basically, I'm preparing myself to do that when the others act. So
okay, nobody's talking in a comm link. No one's on an open comm link.
I can't because I'm too.
I got it, but I mean, so basically, nobody is in communication with each other, and nobody has any freaking clue what anybody else is doing.
But Gavin's on Overwatch behind me, so I know Gavin can see what we're doing.
Apparently, Gavin has left the control room for some odd reason. Not 100% sure why.
Well,
okay. So Gavin, what are you doing? What's your plan?
My plan is to watch for Phelan's orders, because he's like taking charge in the situation.
Okay, so you're standing outside of the guard area at this point, in a tech uniform, not a guard uniform, not anything like that. And Volker and Kat are just kind of like waiting to see what happens. So guys,
no.
Okay,
no.
You were listening.
I've been waiting to speak up, but every time I try to open my mouth, somebody speaks up, and I don't want to talk over anybody.
Can you give me an example of this?
I want.
Can you spit it out, please?
Okay.
Anytime, just come right out with it.
I'm going to hurt somebody. I have no idea how, but I will hurt somebody. Anyway, I'm waving Volko and the professor back towards his cell. I'm going to look see if there's if there's a vent opening in this area, and also looking at the pref and seeing if he'll fit through one. If not, there's always what do they call it? The disposal chute.
Yep, the garbage chute.
Your garbage chute.
So you're gonna take. So she motions you guys back, and you guys can follow those orders or not. Basically,
I'm already pushing him back towards the cell as quietly as possible.
Okay, because Umben's probably gonna take direction from you, seeing as you're the one that's basically tasked with being on his hip. All right, so he sort of moves back, and Kat, you are going to just kind of take a quick look around for a vent. Go ahead and make a search roll for me.
Okay. Okay. Search.
If you don't have it, it's perception.
No, I have it. And I'll use another one.
You did it.
Okay. You do find some vent work. The Ithorian is not going to fit in it, though. And also, because this is a prison area, it is pretty much blocked off. You know, it's not easy access.
Okay.
You don't just pull the cover off and go, oh, I'm going to crawl through vents from the prison section.
Gotcha.
All right. So, in fact, you know what? You reach up there and there's like a small portable like security shield
Should be able to.
on the front of it.
Look.
Damn. You'd think they would have had this on the Death Star.
Yep. Gavin and Phelan, what are you guys doing?
Well,
Gavin's waiting on you, and you're waiting on everybody else.
Is the dishwasher clean?
No, I emptied it.
Who's asking if the dishwasher's clean?
And that was Jen.
Yeah.
Who was that? Is that Jen?
That's Jen.
Oh, that's on Jen's end. Okay. I was going to say, Cat's got a girlfriend. No, I'm just kidding.
Really?
I don't know. Do you have a girlfriend? I don't really care one way or the other.
Not that I noticed, anyway.
Well, I think you would know if you got it in the morning. I think if you rolled over, never mind. Never mind. Moving on. Keeping our PG-13 rating.
When the med came down in the turbo lift, have they got like a rolling stretcher or anything that put down with them, or were they just coming to do first aid here?
Well, the first one got pushed out of the way because the one that you're working on, she says he's going to become conscious after a bit anyway. So they've just kind of backed off. Again, one of them's kind of like holding the turbo lift door open, and the other one's still standing where he was. So at this point, she's like, no, there's nothing I can do for this one. He's gone. And she stands up and turns back towards you guys. So looking at Phelan. So is there anybody else hurt?
No, that's the only other one that was alive. He was alive a few minutes ago. He's obviously. I could only work on one of them at a time. I'm sorry. I can't believe he's gone.
Okay. She sort of looks at you and has almost see like a look of anger on her face, and she hurriedly works her way around and heads into the control area.
Yeah.
To obviously see what
a bunch of dead people.
All right. So again, guys, what are you guys going to do, or do I just have to make something happen?
Phelan, go for it.
As he says that, I will again. The guy that's holding the turbo lift door, I will take a shot at him. So,
all right. So you're going to fast draw your weapon and try and shoot him all in one action. -1d. Last one's going to roll it.
Yeah.
That is an awesome roll. You hit. I'm not even going to roll for damage. He's down. He's dead.
Woohoo!
Hmm.
All right. So, Phelan, Gavin, Kat, roll initiative for me. I don't think it's going to make a lot of difference, but I just want to know who's going to be able to move in what order.
Oh, look.
Okay, so top of the order. Gavin, you see Phelan quick draw his weapon and shoot the guy pretty much point blank or a couple meters away, standing in front of the door, and you just see him just kind of go down. Just. There's another one, has a bit of surprised look, but he seems to recover from it quite quickly.
I'm gonna pull out my gun and try to intimidate, the doctor and. The
Doctor's
other
already walked past you, and she's inside the. She's inside working on or attempting to look at this body.
Okay.
And I tell you what, it's harder than fuck to intimidate somebody in the middle of a firefight too.
Okay, I will just make sure then that she won't really press any alarm buttons.
He didn't have a weapon or anything like that, and Phelan is out there with his ass hanging in the breeze with one other person. So what are you gonna do?
He's very capable. I don't want her to fall for a lot of people.
Is it sort of like Ukrainian culture to roll your buddies underneath the bus?
But, yeah, Fuck the Crimea. Fuck
Yeah,
him.
yeah, fuck them. You know
I
what?
am the Crimea, aren't I? Is that what you're saying? Is that what you Am I the Crimea?
All
Is
right,
that what you're saying?
Gavin. Enough. I'm not picking on you. Just tell me what it is you're gonna do, and we'll roll with it.
I'm gonna make everything sure that Grail won't call for more support
All right, that's
or
just a
turn on like
just a
waste.
token. It's supposed to be an unarmed female med tech rendering aid. All right, so you go in there and you draw a weapon on her and you go, "Don't move, or I'm gonna fucking push your face in." Basically, right? Intimidation.
Yes.
And everything you do is intimidation. I swear to Christ.
We got no points in it.
Oh, seriously. I mean, every game we have played, at least the last 2 sessions, it's all been about him. Well, I'm gonna bust you up if you don't fucking do what I say. You know, intimidation. It's just like, really? Holy
Because we work with people.
I'm sorry, she's a fucking med tech. How is she worthless? She saves people's lives.
I'm not gonna shoot
I'm
her.
sorry, you're a waste of oxygen. You save people's lives. Fuck you.
Tell
I'll roll
that
you
to
under the
my-
bus.
Tell that to my brothers and sisters on Alderaan. How many med techs were on the Death Star, bitches?
There you go.
All right. So back to you, Phelan. You have your weapon drawn. The guy's there. If you want to try and shoot him.
If I can take another shot, I will.
Well, this is a new round, so.
Yeah.
So you can declare however many actions you want. 1 if you want to, and then just roll your blaster skill.
I'll declare 2 actions this time around.
Okay.
And I'm going to reserve 1 for a dodge.
You don't have to.
Oh yeah, I can, but I can use a reactive dodge. No minus kind of.
So 1 action.
Just 1 action then, yeah.
All right. Go ahead and shoot him, sir. All right. You see him kind of like look at you, and he kind of gets like this steely look in his eyes, and you shoot your blaster, and he like scoots to the right, and you miss him.
Yep.
All right. And I did not get his, so hold on 1 second. So, and he is going to return fire on you, seeing as he's already, yeah, he should have gone before you did anyway. So, go ahead and roll your dodge at minus 1d. A lot of blaster fire today. Roll that dodge yet?
Me?
Yeah, you.
Sorry.
He's shooting at you.
I assumed you were shooting at anyone else.
Ugh. Do you want to dodge? Otherwise, he's just going to
Yeah.
shoot. Okay. Roll the dodge. Roll
Click the dodge button. I'm looking
the dodge.
The button with the dodge on it.
You put-
Yeah,
Click the button with the dodge button. I've got a window.
dodge.
Yeah. No wonder you guys lost the world.
We didn't want it.
Can't even push a fucking button. Can't even push a fucking button. No wonder you guys lost India.
We asked nicely and we gave it back. That's what happened.
All right, he misses you, but barely. It's very, very close. Cat, what are you doing?
Yes.
You hear blaster fire. You see Gavin basically just run back towards where the guard shack is, or shed, or control area is, where the medtech went in. You see he's got his weapon out and he enters. You see Phelan squeeze off a shot, kill one security person point blank, and is attempting to shoot the other one inside the turbo lift. What do you do?
Well, okay. I'm going to do my impression of Crimea. No.
Oh, so basically you're going to tell people go away. I don't have any power to make you go away, but please go away. And will somebody send me some money?
I am going to. Okay, you said that there was no vent down into the garbage compactor or whatever.
If you want to take time to look for one, you might be able to find one.
Our main purpose here is to save the professor. The two of them, if those two cannot take care of 2 simple guards, then They're useless to me. And at this point, we're going to need an alternate way out of here. So yeah, I'm going to continue to look
All
for
right, so you
a
break
way
off
out.
from the front and you start looking for.
Yeah.
Okay, because you saw that movie. All right, so
No, not
go
because I
ahead.
saw the movie. Because I remember we have the whatchamacallit, the schematics to the place. In fact,
Issue the
why don't I
ship.
just look at the schematics of the place to find out if there is another way out of here besides the vent
Elevator.
and the turbolift.
Okay.
If she'd been in the movie, she'd realise that the only way out of that garbage compactor is by the droids, and we have no droids.
mhm.
Well, see, I don't know that, and if I see, which proves that I'm not
Moving ahead.
betting.
Gavin, go ahead and roll your intimidation to intimidate the very lovely but useless medtech.
Boy, what did this medtech do to you?
Didn't do shit to me. I'm just repeating what other people said to me. Yeah, she cowers and she's afraid, and she
What?
believes that you quite believes that you'll shoot her in the face.
I will.
I believe you.
I do too.
Now, I cannot wait to start giving you corruption points for being a bastard.
I didn't do anyone yet.
So, all right. Imperial the Imperial Trooper guy shoots at you, Gav. I'm sorry, Phelan. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna collect 2 actions, and I want to move
I just
into
need to know if you're
the.
gonna dodge or not.
Is he firing and dodging?
He's shooting at you right now. He doesn't have to declare a dodge.
I thought I'd already dodged that. Isn't it? It's firing again.
This is a new round.
Right. Okay.
So now he's shooting at you, and you just need to decide whether you are going to.
I am dodging badly.
All right. He is going to hit you. So go ahead and roll your strength.
Yep.
No worries. He rolled really crappy too.
Oh shit! But my strength success.
Well, don't use your strength for a dump stat. Oh,
Fuck.
Jesus.
Jesus.
I think you're going to take a hit.
Yeah.
Possibly. And you do have you don't have any more character points, do you?
No.
No, you're out of character points. And what
We
was
do,
that?
however, have a captured medic, so we'll be fine.
All right. Let's see. You're shot in the body and you take a wound. You can kind of like narrate that out however you like, but you have a wound now, sir, and you've
Right.
been hit.
Okay.
So you're minus 1d to all additional skill rolls.
Okay.
All right. So it goes to you. What are you going to declare? How many actions, sir?
As I've just been hit, I'll just stick to the 1 because I'm already
Okay.
on -1. And
So
fire back.
you do 1. You've already dodged, so it's going to be a minus 2d.
Yeah.
Shoot this bastard. Shoot the bastich. All right, that is going to hit. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Well, that sucked.
Why would that suck? He hits. And he dies instantly.
Fucking, I'm channeling my rage. I'm like,
There
you
you go.
bastard!
And if you want to, that is a critical success. And Phelan, go ahead and narrate out how this guy goes down.
As he shot me, he was just reaching for the control panel to close the doors on the turbo lift.
Mm-hmm.
And the blast hits him in the chest, catapults him backwards before he has time to alert them that we're here.
All right. And he crumples in a heap.
Yeah, he's just in a pile on the floor.
All right, Kat, you pull out your data pad and you're looking at it. Yeah, there is some garbage chutes that are available. There's only 1 per section. And they all empty into a single garbage area.
And any way out from there?
If you want to take some additional time to take a look at that, sure.
Yep. I will.
Yeah. On there it shows that there is a single exit from there, but it's a garbage compaction room. So,
Hmm.
and
Crap.
it's also in a cell block area. So you can probably assume that whatever exits out of here are going to be locked.
Crap.
It
I
is a
message.
prison.
What?
It is a prison.
It is a prison. I say to Volker, only other exit I'm able to find out of here is through the garbage compactor. But I think the exit there may be locked. And for whatever reason, you would lock a garbage compactor.
So, anyways, you guys can use comlinks at this time. We've moved out of combat.
Soon, in that case, I'll hit the comm link and say, guys, we're all clear at the turbo lift. Let's get a move on.
Let's get the hell out of here before we're trapped in here again, please.
You guys are done up there?
Yeah, we're all clear.
Fine. Let's go.
Gavin,
I'm heading up there.
Techie.
On my
All
way.
right, you guys make your way out there. Gavin, what are you going to do if you're useless Meg Techie? Who is now crying?
I'm gonna tie her up. I guess we have some sort of restraint on our guards. Yeah, we had the locks on Walker.
Right, which were already used on the guy that was in front of Phelan. The guy that's in there that's dead, that's on the floor, probably has a set on him. You can use those.
No,
Okay.
remember we took
Give her
the
a
one off
tranquilizer.
that I knocked unconscious.
That is
Yeah,
correct. But the one that's inside the guard area where Gavin is right now probably has a set on him. And I, as the game master, even if he didn't, say that there are now a set on him so that we can move on. I'm sorry, and if I didn't say that, so that everybody understood it, so we can move the fuck on.
Thank you.
I think
There
he's
we
trying
go.
to be subtle.
I'll shout back, and I'll go. And Gavin, when you finish with her in there, grab a med pack off her on your way out, please.
She's got a little fanny pack kind of thing with like about 3 or 4 of them in there. So you can snag those off her. And she also has like a little med data pad. Probably wouldn't do you guys much good. So whatever you want to grab, Gavin.
I want to take medpacks from. Actually, I have one, but I will take one anyway.
Okay, you're gonna take her little fanny pack with med packs in it then?
Yes.
Okay. Anything else? Just that?
Yeah, just that. I don't. She should not have anything useful for us.
Oh my God! How is? Yeah, you're right. You are 100% correct. She has absolutely nothing useless. Nothing useful at all. She is just an NPC. In fact, she is so useless. She has no personality. She has no background. She has nothing that you could possibly fucking want.
She was
I
raised
mean,
in an
Because seriously,
orphanage. She
because
foster
seriously, if that is
child.
the criteria that you're using to decide on how you interact with this NPC, you are so far off the mark that it's painful.
I can think of something useful.
So,
That's
all right,
disgusting.
NPCs are not just
NPCs.
stat. Yeah, they're not just NPCs, stat block.
Hell, I
You
see
know-
a potential to have a medic on field on my ship.
Well, he's already stuck his glass in her face and he's taken her shit and locked her up. So, all right, Gavin, you exit the guard shack. Everybody is here. What do you guys plan on doing at this point?
Well,
Phelan's
Get the hell out of here.
Phelan's already told him that there's a group of people running through the base, so we're pretty much sure that it's going to be on lockdown.
yeah.
We've sort of we think we may have directed them towards a certain area of the base. So
Right, but I mean, if this is an Inquisitor base or a military base of any type, they're going to lock the whole thing down.
yeah.
We got to get back to the vents. Look into the thing. Anybody? Did you leave anybody alive?
Nope, everybody out here is dead except for the useless medtechie.
Walk into the security room.
Okay. We're wasting time here, guys. What do you do? What are you doing, Cat?
I'm going to
Okay,
grab the
you-
backpack and fucking heal myself.
Okay, you want to live. We want to live. So you are going to help us get out of here.
She's unconscious.
Oh,
No, she's
that's
not.
why I'm talking.
She's not unconscious.
Oh,
Check her and see if check her body and see if she has maybe.
No, she's not unconscious. I
Not
didn't knock her
unconscious.
out.
No, he just put the manacles on her.
Oh, okay.
No, Joshua said.
Stop confusing me.
I am very confused because I thought all he was doing was put manacles on her and
I
taking
thought
her
that
fanny
too.
pack with the.
I thought
med
someone
kit.
said she was unconscious. Remember my freaking speakers keep them blacking out.
Okay, let's back up.
I
Volk,
told you.
I'm sorry, Gavin. What did you do to the med tech?
I just cuffed her.
Just
So
to-
she won't reach and took her
Okay,
stuff.
you cuffed her. You put the cuffs on her, right?
Yes.
All right, so it's basically like I told you, Kat. He has removed her fanny pack with the. Yeah, it's just as I described it.
Yes,
All right.
good. Now back to what I said.
Feeling in the meantime, go ahead and make a first aid roll on yourself. Minus 1d.
Yeah.
All right, so keep role playing it out, Kat.
Mm-hmm. You want to live, we want to live. You help us get out of here, and you get to go home to you, whatever loved ones you have.
Okay. She looks at you very confused because she was going to get out of this and they're alive. She was just going to be left here, and now she's being threatened again. So she's very confused at this point.
I got an 8.
I'm sorry, I don't understand. She says, an 8 is going to be sufficient. You got to knock it down to.
Well, you see,
no
we're
more.
taking you with us, and if we meet up with anybody, and you do not convince them that we're basically just one of the big family, we're going to make them think that you're one of our big family. Get my meaning?
Okay. Again, she
Okay.
is very confused, seeing as she's speaking to a person in stormtrooper armor.
Wow. They do.
I'm sorry.
the
You know what? If you guys do something, it does have consequences. And if you say that you don't do something to remove
Yeah,
that,
I no, I had no problem with that. That was me.
Okay.
That side was me role playing.
Okay. Good enough. So back to Gavin, Volker, Ubben, Phelan. What are you guys doing while Kat is doing whatever she's doing?
Right
Um,
now, me as a person, I am confused on what's going on. So we're trying to get out of here, but the
Yeah.
elevator's
so-
locked down, right?
No,
No,
elevator is not locked down.
Not yet.
But the bases.
Yeah,
Well, we assume the bases.
yeah. We're going to be. If we go up through the elevator, we're going to be walking straight through base on high alert.
Right. But the elevator is our best way out of here.
Yeah,
Off the
it's
floor.
really
Our
the only
only
way.
way out of here right now.
And we know
Unless
that
you guys want to go into the garbage chute area, you can do that.
No, we don't want
Where's
to. Do
Redo at this moment?
Off
He's
in
in-
the vent somewhere.
Yeah, I tried contacting him, but I didn't get any answer. Just a lot of scuffling.
that. We know where we are in relation to where we gained access to the base, don't we?
Yes, you have essentially a wireframe map of conduit work and stuff like that gives you a basic idea of where you're at and where you're going.
And we entered the base through a not regular means of access. So if they're going to lock down, that's going to be one of the later things they lock down.
All right, you came
They lock
through
down the main entrance. And that's
the air
the-
scrubbing system area.
Yeah. So I suggest we head back the way we came. Head to try and get back to that area.
I say we do that. I also got to remember this guy's slow, so we got to.
Yeah. Well,
You know.
we can't. The way we got in originally was through the vents, and obviously we can't do that now because the professor's too big. But, if you're planning to take the medic along with us to Bluff, then we can do that. But we need to move now. They're going to ask for a status report off these guards any second now. They know they're down.
So to the elevator we go?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
Kat, what are you doing?
Has she been? I take my hood off.
All right, she is very surprised, one, that you're female, and two, that you are non-human.
Now, you get my you understand me?
She nods at you.
Good. Stand her up. Take the cuffs off. I'm going to be right behind you.
Okay.
Okay.
Doc, get in the elevator. I kick all these bodies out of the elevator, by the way.
Okay. By the way, who amongst us who is human who is not wearing a disguise?
Umbin is not wearing a disguise. Volker's not wearing a disguise.
Well, I could probably pass as one from a far distance. My tattoos are small. I only have 2 across the eyes, and they're like lines. I could easily hide those with goggles. If they have any.
You know what? How tall are you?
5'9".
Slightly taller than you.
We have
What?
not got time now to play dress up cat. We need to start moving right this second.
Okay. Well then, let's go. Put the cuffs on Volky. Put cuffs on the professor.
Okay, I like
Grab
to.
up the blaster. You guys lead. I'm just the muscle.
Look at all the dead bodies that she hasn't had
All
any
right.
part of
So
killing.
we've got 2 techies in the lead, 2 people that are under guard, and a stormtrooper bringing up the rear.
Don't
Yep.
forget to remove the
I'm sorry,
bodies.
and I'm sorry. We have 2 prisoners, a med techie, and a stormtrooper bringing up the rear.
Right. Well, the med techie's up with the techies.
You said you were right behind her.
No, right behind the 2 guys and our 2 prisoners, quote unquote,
But she has her eye on the...
on the med techie.
Okay, this is how I envision it. Place the med techie where she is.
Okay. Where's oh, is this her?
Yeah, the guy.
Okay,
Right.
I can't.
It's
I'm
just
trying. I'm
You
trying to
can't
move her. I can't move her. Thank you.
well.
She's
back
supposed
to-
to be.
In between Volker and Gavin. In
Yeah,
the center. That's
There you
it.
go. I didn't remember how to.
So
tag.
you are no longer behind her. Then you're bringing up the rear.
Well, they are. See where they are? You see where they are? I'm standing between them where I could shoot her
Right here.
if she does something wrong. Yeah. Well, no, not there. They have to be in front of me.
No, put us, like, right here.
You know.
For right here.
I'm here.
You know what? Narratively, just tell me what the fuck is going on.
I'm here. They're to my right and to
Who's
my
in the
left.
front? Who is in the front?
Right. Gavin and Phelan are leading.
Who's
With
in the middle?
Directly
Who's
behind
next?
them.
Krail.
Who's
Really?
next?
Volker and Umben, and then Kat is bringing up close
Okay,
behind them.
great. Moving ahead, please.
Thank you.
Wow, 5
Right.
minutes to figure out fucking marching order. Jesus Christ.
I know what we're supposed to look like.
Okay, moving on. Moving on.
Sorry, I lost my temper, guys. Just wow.
Let's move on, alright? Let's move on. Behind
Yeah.
us? No.
You all enter the turbolift door and head on down. Now, are you guys heading back to the command and control section that you were in, which is obviously going to be just the worst possible place you could be going?
Yeah, no.
Or choosing a different floor?
We want to choose. We want to head back towards the entrance we came in by. So whatever floor that the air filtration
The
unit.
next.
It's a multi-level installation. You guys are going to try and make your way from one side to the other, and I'm going to just go ahead and make this sort of a combined.
Yeah, I was going to say Gavin sent them one direction. Gavin sent them down, right? Gavin?
Gavin told them that there were people inside the base and where he thought they were at last. So again, a standard protocol would be, yes, we'll send overwhelming force to the place where they're at, but we're also going to set up security perimeters.
Yes.
Yeah. And I just said the cargo bay because I obviously, or the cargo receiving area because I didn't know where we are.
Right.
So-
and there is actually a cargo bay area, so you got lucky that way.
Yeah. Well, standard, like you say. But
All right, so you guys are making your way through the hallways. You are not going to go through the vent work, correct? You're just going to stay.
No,
All
we
right.
can't go. Unfortunately, we can't do the event work not with the prof with us.
Okay. You guys probably spend about 20 minutes of sort of being sort of stealthy, sneaky. Making a couple. You do see where there's a couple of intersections that have like some stormtroopers that are blocked off. You're able to pretty much go around those. It takes you quite a bit more time, but probably takes you about 30 or 40 minutes, and you guys are essentially back towards the air exchange area with the airlock that
the
you
vents,
guys where you guys had originally entered the vents.
Right.
You guys you hear I'm gonna say Cat's bringing up the rear. Cat, you hear some banging, a little bit of clank, and almost like the sound of two pieces of tin being smacked against each other. And you look up, and it's coming from the vent work. And you see like the cover of the vent just comes shooting out as though someone just kicked it off its hinges.
Mm-hmm.
And you look up there, and Rito pokes his head out.
Well, welcome to the party.
Where the hell have you been?
And Uta Guta, I went through the vents like how we got down there the first time. Where you been?
Getting
I've wanted,
packaged?
Professor. Can I take off these cuffs now? Seriously.
Yes, you can take off the cuff now.
Oh, thank God.
All right.
So,
as you guys are sort of taking stock of yourself and everything like that, and Rito is just now starting to jump down from the ventilation section, blaster fire passes between Cat and Rito, hitting the far wall. Violet and pinkish blaster bolts are now flying, hitting the far wall, digging out small divots in the wall, vaporizing some of the ferroconcrete. Cat, you sort of spin around and look down the hall, and you see probably about 6 to 8 stormtroopers. There are 4 of them plastered up against the walls, taking cover, shooting at you, and there's an additional 2 to 4 starting to make charge down the hallway. What do you do?
Guys, move it!
Someone has to stay with me with the professor because he's pretty slow, as we all know. Unless he can run faster when I think he can. Yeah.
I'm ducking down and taking cover to do to back up them until they get their asses.
Pretty much, I'm in front of the professor, covering fire for him.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're pushing him towards the exit.
Yeah, while I'm pretty much shooting behind me.
You're taking up cover.
Yeah.
Rito is going to take up cover, not too, in the same spot. In fact, you guys are sort of arguing over who's going to get the most cover.
Yay.
That sort of thing. All right, Volker, you're grabbing Ubin and you're like pushing him on his back towards the. There's a metal scaffolding area that you guys have to go up and then into a small airlock.
Essentially I'm covering that area to get everyone else in before I go. That's what I'm doing.
So, Phelan and Gavin, what are you guys doing?
Right, I'll carry on towards the exit until the next obvious cover point, and then wave.
If you guys remember this room, this is that great big square room with the 2 30-meter wide fans on it. That's the room you're back in.
Right.
Right. Okay. So we've got the airlock that leads to the staircase that goes up to the exit.
Well, you go up the staircase, go to the airlock that takes you out. Correct.
Right. So I'll
and that's metal scaffolding, almost like.
Is there a blast door on this wall?
No.
No, actually, there is not in this hallway. In fact, this is a long, like about 20-meter long white hallway with ceiling lights. It was very specifically this hall did not have a door in it on either end. In fact, it teed off, and there was like 3 doors at the far end. And yep, I do remember that quite correctly. All right, Kat, you're being shot at. Are you going to just trust to your cover?
Actually, yes, I'm going to trust to my cover and the fact I'm wearing armor.
Yeah, how much does that armor protect you?
The Stormtrooper armor she has is a plus 2d to physical, plus 1d to
energy,
and minus 1d to all dex skills.
Wow, that is barely better than my vest.
What the hell? Why is... No, stop.
What's the matter?
For some odd reason, my screen refreshed and then it threw me back in as a player, not a GM, and I'm like, where's all my shit?
One of us.
You're
One
our
of
victim
us.
now.
One of us. One of us.
Alrighty, so there we go. And... Alright, so, Kat, I need initiative from you. I will need one from Rito.
And one for me as well.
Sure.
Wow.
Oh my god!
I have not rolled high for initiative ever in this game.
Would the professor be on my roll? Because I'm pushing him.
Sure, you bet. All right, so at this point, I need to know what Phelan and Gavin are doing, seeing as you guys are pretty much furthest away, really not involved in this combat unless you want to be. What are you doing? You said you were heading towards the scaffolding to head for the airlock, correct?
Yeah, but what we want to do, or what I'm going to suggest to Gavin we do, is we get to the next obvious cover point, so we can then provide cover when they have to retreat towards us. So we're going to do a staggered fallback.
Excellent. Okay, and Volker is getting Ubin towards the towards that area. All right, Volker, go ahead and one random shot down the hall as you're running away.
One run roll.
One blaster skill roll, please.
Just roll. What do I roll for?
Blaster skill roll. Your blaster skill.
Oh, okay. 5, 6.
Whatever your blaster is, which I do believe in you.
That's not bad.
Is a 4D plus 1.
It's well, mine's a blaster, which is a 5D only.
Okay, you're rolling damage, not your skill.
Oh. So it's 4D plus 1. My
skill.
bad. I thought you were meaning that.
Nope.
There we go.
Awesome. That is an excellent roll. Go ahead and roll your damage now.
What am I doing now?
Rolling the damage for the blaster, which is now 5D.
You broke up. What'd you say?
You need to roll the damage for your blaster, which is
Re-roll the
5D.
damage? Okay. What the heck is happening? Same. Actually, it's a little better.
Okay, that's actually really, really good, and you will kill a stormtrooper outright with a running away, shooting over your shoulder sort of blast. You want to narrate out what happened?
No, clear.
So, Volker, you had a spectacular success on killing a stormtrooper. Do you want to narrate out anything cool that happens, or how it happens?
Sure. Essentially, as I'm pushing the professor away, I turn around, take a random shot, and hope to God it shoots and hits.
Okay, which is what happened. And Stormtrooper spins and falls to the ground.
I really don't even look. I just look past my shoulder and then fire and keep on pushing the professor.
Right. Excellent, and you continue running. All right. At this time, let's see. I didn't get Rito in there, but that's fine. Rito doesn't count. Rito is a bastard. He has a higher kill count than Cat. That bastard. How dare he?
Hey, I'm not all about the killings.
Oh, well. He actually gets to go first. So he's going to pop up and shoot down the hall. So he does that. And he dives back into cover and looks at you. And you know what? You almost get the look like he's got a smile on his face, even though you couldn't tell. Stormtroopers are starting to fire back towards you. Kat, you said you're trusting to cover, right?
Yeah.
All right. And let us go ahead and do some of those. All right, Kat. The computer terminal that you're behind is getting just absolutely destroyed. Think of the columns out of the Matrix.
Right.
Okay, that's pretty much what's happening. Your cover is not going to be providing cover for much longer.
Gotcha.
You sort of look over the top of what's remaining of the computer terminal to sort of take like an assessment of what's happening down the hall. You see the female med techie in a panic spin around and run and start heading down the hallway, of which she is accidentally just mowed down by stormtroopers.
Oh my goodness.
Spins around, a horrified look on her face as the life slowly goes out of her eyes and she crumples to the ground, her hands stretched out towards you as looking as though she's pleading.
Just see the last word on her lips is why.
Because you're
All right,
an
Kat.
idiot.
What are you gonna do, Kat?
She is dead, right?
Oh, she
No
is
save?
dead. Dead,
Okay.
dead. Multiple blaster hits. She is dead.
No saving her. That's a shame. Um,
Well, between, Gavin saying he's going to push her face in or blow her face off, and you saying, well, as long as if you don't play well with us, you're done. This is probably the best she could have hoped for.
Actually, if she played along, she'd still be alive. See? She went against what I
Okay.
told her. Anyway, I can hear the others moving away and getting the hell out of here.
Over the blaster fire, you bet.
Well, she
Okay.
can at least see me running with the professor, at least.
Okay.
Yes.
Through the comp. Let me know when you guys are clear. And I will pop up and send suppression fire down towards
The hallway.
the hallway.
All right, and you're doing this with a blaster pistol, right?
Yeah, doing with my blaster pistol.
Okay, good enough. That's what I need to know from you. Volker, you continue to get him over towards there. All right, Gavin and Phelan, you are both up in positions. You are framed properly that you can, shoot down from an elevated position where you're at. Volker and Ubin are making their way up the stairs. Kat has contacted you. She seems to just be throwing just a massive amount of fire down the hallway. Rito sort of looks up her, and you can tell even from the distance that you're at. Rito's like, oh well, hell no, and he stands up and he starts shooting down the hallway as much fire as he can do.
Am I still able to shoot, or am I out of
You are
sight?
running. No, basically there was a long hallway there, and you have run away from that towards an opposite side of the room. So there's
Okay.
no more shooting for you. You are making your way up the stairs with these guys. So Kat and Rito are just sort of lighting up the hallway as best they can. Ubin is now at the top. You guys are cycling through the airlock. Ubin and Volker are through it. So at this point, Phelan, you go ahead and contact Kat, and you go, yeah, okay, we got him through the first airlock. Kat, what are you guys going to do?
Pull back to the next level of cover.
All right, I'm going to need a run roll from you and Rito both.
Okay, that's Dex, right?
That would be indeed Dex, unless you've got the skill.
Mm-hmm.
All right, it's sufficient. It's not that very hard. All right, you guys break from cover, and you look down at your blaster, and it's spent. There are no more rounds. You're gonna have to take time to either reload it or just boogie at this point. And you see Rito kind of do the same thing. He hasn't thought this far ahead. You see him look down at his blaster, smack it, point it back down the hallway. It doesn't emit any blaster, and you hear him go, "Poodoo." And he runs.
Just run!
Yeah, and he runs. So you
Can
guys
I
are
pull
run-
something? Can I get to the edge of the stairs and help cover them?
I
There's
think
already,
that's
you already
what,
got Phelan and Gavin up there. You were taking care of Ubin.
Yeah. Doesn't mean I can't. He's already up the stairs, right?
Yeah,
don't know
and
what's
you guys
outside.
are cycling through the airlock.
You need to
And
stay
there's another
with
set
him.
of stairs and another airlock, and then a field that you guys have to run across in between some buildings to get back to the ship. So I mean, it's not like you guys just exit the airlock, you're aboard your ship, and you're gone.
Oh, I knew that. I just want to help them get out.
Who's Sarah?
Sarah DePage. She actually made it. Okay.
They're both muted, though.
Right. Jen was just going to watch. Sarah actually had said that she was going to play today and then wasn't able to make it. So I haven't talked to her, so I don't know what the deal is. And I'm in the middle of the game, so it really doesn't
And
matter.
she's gone.
And she's gone. So, anyways, I will deal with that later. Please keep on script, people. All right. So, you know what? If you want to abandon Ubin and just tell him, hey, look, continue up the stairs. I'll catch up with you, and leave him to his own devices. You can do that.
Are the other two still with him or in front of him at least?
No,
No,
right.
they've held up. They're back behind. You passed those guys.
All right,
on the
then never
stairs.
mind. I'll stay with Ubin. I didn't know that they were. I thought they were further up, not down.
No, they had said specifically that they were going to stay up on the scaffolding area and take a position so that they could cover when Rito and Kat retreated.
Okay, then I'll just head on with Ubin and keep on heading.
Right. See, that's the reason I was confused. At you were like, well, I'm just let Ubin go do his own thing, and I'm going to go back and put down fire. I was
Alright,
like, what?
sorry about that.
It's okay. I mean, we're having all kinds of communication problems today, so it's not a big deal. So no one needs to be upset except for me because I'm high strung. All right. So back to Rito and Kat. You guys break from cover. The stormtroopers come flying around the corner. They're starting to light up their. I mean, things are exploding. Power cables are being split. There's power cables shooting showers of sparks all over. There's smoke and debris flying around. Phelan and Gavin, I need you to go ahead and fire off just a blaster shot from each one of you. See what happens. All right, excellent. All right, you guys end up pegging two of the stormtroopers as they come around the corner. One just absolutely just taken right off his feet and just lands on the ground on his back. He's out. He's dead. The other one sort of like spins around and sort of fights to get himself behind cover, and then props himself up and pops off a couple of rounds. As those guys are doing that, Kat and Rito continue to dodge and weave. They've made it to the bottom of the scaffolding area, and they're starting to make their way up. 4 more stormtroopers come barreling into the hall, and at this point, they are just starting to light up all around your area, Phelan and Gavin. You guys trust to your cover as best you can. You continue to rain fire back on them, but obviously there's more of these guys than you guys can handle for an extended period of time. Kat and Rito are continuing to take the stairs 2 at a time, bounding up to the landing where you guys are at. Kat kind of takes one look at you guys, nods, heads for the airlock. Rito slaps you on the shoulder, Phelan, and heads for the airlock as well.
Cool.
So what are Phelan and Gavin going to do? You guys going to break off and continue?
We're gonna as soon as the airlock's free, we're gonna break off because we're gonna assume that again we're gonna do this staggered fallback. So they'll get to the next point with a move.
Is there like a button to close it?
I'm sorry. That sounded like you were talking with oatmeal in your mouth. What?
Is there a button to close the airlock?
Okay, what it is you have the scaffolding area that you're at. You enter this very small airlock, all right? On the far side of that is the landing with a door, and then you go through that door and you go up like about 3 flights of stairs, and then there's like another small airlock area, and then a door, and then that exits out to the stairs going up to the surface.
Mm-hmm.
All that stuff was, I think, in our second adventure.
Yeah.
So what is the question, Gavin?
Can I close the door behind us when we are leaving?
The airlock door?
Yes.
Well, the airlock door would automatically close behind you.
Like jam it so they can't get through.
Shoot
you
the
want
panel.
to you want to take the time to do it, other than like shooting on a control panel? You can certainly try. And if you want to take that kind of time.
No, blasting the control panel's fine. Basically, all we're saying is, as soon as we go through the control panel, then we blast the airlock.
Gavin, you're heading out first. Phelan, you're bringing up the rear. Phelan, as you're breaking from your position of cover to head back through the airlock, you're waiting for it to cycle through, and it's a high-speed cycle. So, I mean, it's not like it's super long time. You kind of like stop and take a look behind you. You're seeing probably upwards of 16-plus stormtroopers moving through the cloud of debris, and again, you see like smoke from like broken conduits and stuff like that. And on the far end, you can kind of just see the light of that very bright hallway that you had seen at the very beginning.
Yeah.
You can just see sort of like this cone of light reflecting through the cloud from all the fire and everything that's going on.
Yeah.
And you can see as though there's someone walking through there. You can actually see them almost blocking the light. And you take one more look just before the airlock cycles, and you look down there, and your eyes meet with this other person's eyes across almost 40 meters of distance. You feel this wave of anger and fear
True
rest
love.
upon you. And you look down there, and through those gold-flecked black eyes, you notice it's Draith.
Bastard.
So Inquisitor Draith is here, and you see him look at you, and his eyebrows just like immediately dip, and he is just hot. You make your way, and you go through the.
He's that good looking?
Yeah.
Anyway, you make your way through the. You go into the airlock. It cycles through. You get through on the other side. You turn around to blast the controls, and you do so. There's a shower of sparks, and you look behind you, and you see that the far door on the other side is starting to crumple in around the edges, as if it's being grabbed by a huge magnetic energy, and it's just pulled off of its hinges. Just
Right.
what do you do?
Hell.
I just say,
Hell.
I'll go through the comm link. I'll go. Drayson's here. Just run. Run.
You were already running.
All right,
Run,
you guys
faster.
make your way through the second airlock and through the top door, which was actually still wired so that you guys could get through it. You throw back the top door used for cover. It looks sort of like a tornado shelter, and you throw that back, and immediately you guys are pelted by the atmosphere. Again, you remember it's a bit on the colder side. It's probably 40 to 50 some odd degrees, high winds, lots of debris in the air, pelting at you, sort of stinging your skin a little bit. And you guys are running in between the buildings, trying to make it back to where your ship is over next to the sort of like the shrub-like large trees that you had it parked behind.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And as you guys do that, you're probably about halfway there, and you start to hear blaster fire over the howl of the wind. And you look back over your shoulder, and there are just tons of stormtroopers barreling out of that entrance behind you. Whereas where you thought you saw like 18 before, there's 20 plus stormtroopers.
Ever.
They're fanning out into groups of like 4 to 6, and they are definitely fanning out. And if you guys did not have a ship, and if you don't make it before they kind of circle around on you, you guys are going to be captured. So I need a running roll from everybody. If you don't have the running skill, then just straight dex. Remember, Kat, you're going to be at -1d because you're still wearing the stormtrooper armor.
All right.
With a big-ass target on your ass that says, shoot me here. Excellent roll, Volker. And Kat, not bad. Your dice exploded on you.
Thank
All right.
God. Love you.
You guys make it back to... Yeah.
Over the comm link, I tell people, hey, once you get back to the ship, make sure you take over the turrets, or at least try to. Because I'm going to be flying this thing.
All right. You guys, you make it on back to the ship. At this point, you know what, Kat? You say, hey, Volker, go ahead and take off. If you're the one that's running the ship, I'll take care of Oven. How's that sound?
Yes, that sounds good.
All right, so Volker, you put on a burst of speed. You make it to the ship before the rest of them can. You enter in the security code. It drops the entrance ramp. You go charging aboard the ship and immediately try and bring the ship out of standby mode. Go ahead and make a single piloting roll for me. The rest of you guys, I just want a single dodge roll from each one of you, and we'll narrate out what happens. Except for
What's
you.
pilot under again? Is it knowledge?
No, it would be a tech. No, I'm sorry, it would be mechanical.
Mechanic? Alright. That's even better.
3D plus 2? Okay. All right, what'd you end up rolling, Volker? 16? Excellent. All right, you bring the ship out of standby mode, and the ship seems to be powering up without any problem whatsoever. You sort of like sigh, a little bit of relief on that one. All right.
Mom, baby, now. Let's go.
Phelan, I'm sorry, what? Phelan, you had a 19 on your dodge. Let's see.
I'm the one with the low one. I rolled a 10.
10, 7, 12. Okay. Cat, I just need you to make a single strength roll for me.
Sure. You always want me to make a single strength roll.
Well, I could make you make multiple ones, and then it'd be really, really, really bad for you.
Over the comm link, I say, hey guys, someone take over the turrets.
Okay, no one else is aboard the ship quite yet. They're still being chased by
I'm just letting them know once they get on.
I'll do astrogation, I guess.
Okay, Cat, you are hit by multiple
I wanted
blaster
to
fire.
okay.
You push Ubben forward, and you yell at him, "Go! Go!" All right.
Oh, my dice suck! Run!
Yeah. You know that you are not going to make it to the ship. Okay. You're not going to make it. All right. You immediately peel off from the rest of them, thinking maybe you can pull some of these guys with you, and you start to head for a building. You are shot again. You are shot in the leg this time. You spin, fall to the ground, and like crawl over towards some cover. I will come back to you in a minute. All right, the rest of you guys are barreling up there. Ubben, doing sort of like the fat man hustle across the clearing. Gavin, you make it to the bottom of the ramp first. Head on up in there, feeling you're second. Ubben bringing up the rear. Rito stops, at the foot of the ramp and looks at you, feeling, and you just see like this very determined look come over his face, and you see him tear back off into, it's kicking up like little dust devils and stuff like that, and you see him take off and he disappears.
Do I notice that Cat's not with us then?
Sure.
Right.
You can contact her on a comlink or whatever. She has not bothered to contact you.
Right. I'll contact. I'll just go. Cat, where are you? You okay? Cat.
No, I'm not okay. Get the hell out of here. You're not going to be able to get to me. There's too many of them. Just get the hell out of here.
Can you get to a roof or anything, and we can swing by on the ship?
Yeah, sure. I'll drag my leg with me.
Well, you can leave it where it is.
All right. The wind is still whipping around you.
I'm kind of
is now
attached
made
to it.
Yep. Ubben makes it to the bottom of the ramp and is sort of like hustling aboard the ship. Feeling, what are you going to do?
I'll contact Volker, Volker and Gavin on the open comm and say we lost Rido and Cat. I think Rido's gone for Cat. They're out there somewhere.
Well, how injured is she? And she can make it in time?
She's not going to make it to the ship. We need to go.
All right, someone get on the two turrets, and we'll go and get her. Did you tell her to at least get on the roof so I can get her?
I don't think that's going to happen, unfortunately. We've drained. Yeah. Last time we faced an Inquisitor, he snatched us short, let us go. It's not like we can just cruise by and blast them with turbo lasers. We're going to have to trust that.
Right.
Trust that
Now,
they can
as you guys are doing that, you know what, Kat? You see a figure approaching through a dust devil, and you immediately see that it's a stormtrooper. You snap off a blaster shot from your downed position. You hit him right square in the forehead. He drops.
There is something I may be able to do to help myself if you let me.
Your force thing? No.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
So as soon as he goes down, you hear some additional comm talk. Obviously, you're hearing it through your comm link as well. Stormtroopers are now moving up towards your position. You look down at your blaster. You know you don't have very many shots left. You sort of are looking through the haze of the wind blowing the dirt and stuff like that, and you see that there's probably three shapes coming towards you. And they have their blasters trained on you. And as they start getting closer and closer, they become, you see the very distinct outline of stormtroopers. And you're looking at it, and there's nothing you can do. There's no dodge involved. There is no place to run. They've got you.
Can I surrender?
You can, but at this point, your ticket is punched. You take a look at them, and you defiantly raise your blaster up towards them.
I do.
And they show absolutely, and they're showing absolutely no fear of you at all, and they just raise their blaster rifles at you. You can see that their fingers are tightening on the triggers.
Trigger?
and all of a sudden you hear a pew, 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 and two of them drop. The second one spins around, hits you on the chest, spins and falls to the ground. And you see a figure start walking through the atmosphere and stuff like that. You can hardly see what it is, but as you take a closer look, a hand reaches out for you, and you see Rito. Come on, let's go. Let's get out of here.
Boy, I never thought I'd be happier to see you.
All right. He grabs you, levers his arm up underneath yours, and starts, half carrying, half dragging, half helping you across the field. All right. The rest of you guys at the other ship, what is your plan at this point? Not knowing what's going on with Rito and Kat.
Well, as far as I'm concerned, we need to leave. But as Volko said, we've got a turret. So
we got 2 turrets. Are you kidding?
No, you've only got one.
But also keep in mind that those have a minimal range.
Yeah.
All right. So
you've only got one on your YT-1300, haven't you?
It says
it's stock.
2 gunners and 2 skeletons on it for some reason. That's what it says on the schematics. The L4000 transport. Cruise.
No, that's not yours. That's not yours.
Oh.
You've got a YT-1300.
Yeah, never mind. My bad. Yeah, I've only got one. I remember that ship now.
We can wait.
So anyway, I need Gavin. I'm sorry, not Gavin. Volker. You are the one at the controls. I need to know what you're going to do.
I'm gonna. Can Rito call me and tell me how close
you are not in communication. No, I've already said this. You guys are operating with no information from Kat or Rito at this point. The last information you had was from Phelan, who said she's not going to make it.
Did he say that Rito left for some reason?
Yeah.
I don't know. Phelan? I don't remember all of the conversation.
Yeah, basically I said we've lost Kat. It looks like Rito's gone to get her. And I don't. You said, is she going to make it to the ship? And I said, I don't think so.
Well, if I know Rito, and as a NPC for a while, I'm guessing I know him, right?
Possibly.
I would pretty much know this is what he's doing, right? Is trying to save her.
It's possible. Rito is a wild card in that Rito is in the moment. You never really know which side he's going to fall on. That's the problem.
All right, I'm going to give them another 2 minutes.
Use your head.
No, go. Over the comms, I'll go. Get us off the ground. There's an Inquisitor here. This guy isn't messing.
Listen to him.
If we're captured on the ground here, we'll do them no good at all. If we're in the air and flying, it makes it harder for them, and we're going to leave Sweet Boy and pick them up.
All right. Well,
all right.
We're going to circle around.
Right, you bring the ship up and you pull it up off on the repulsor skids. The strong winds kind of buffet the ship a little bit. You rub a little paint on a building that you're right next to. It's probably got a 30-meter high wall. You sort of rub some paint on that as you're trying to get away. You sort of lever the ship around a little bit, spin it on its axis. You miscalculate the distance and sort of hit that brick wall a little bit harder. And that 30-meter tall wall just falls to the ground, shattering and throwing debris all over the place. You continue to bring the ship up and around, and as you guys are doing that, you're creating eddies in the atmosphere so that it's sort of clearing it out a little bit so you can kind of see a little better of what's going on. And as you guys are doing this, there's little dust devils moving about and stuff like that, obscuring your vision on the ground. You do see now that the stormtroopers, there's probably 30 plus of them, broken up into groups of 4 to 6 and sometimes 8, moving between the buildings. And you see, not too far from them, maybe about 60 meters, Rito, his arm levered up underneath Kat's arm, practically half dragging, half pulling her towards where you guys' last destination was. What do you do?
I say we take a chance and grab them.
You're the pilot, man. Tell me what you do.
Someone get on the platform and help grab Kat out of there.
Okay, I'll do it.
All right, flying over there.
All right, so you fly on down there. At this point, you are now being pegged with small arm fire from the stormtroopers. You sort of spin.
Turret or not?
Nobody's on a turret yet, man. All right. So you kind of sort of spin the ship around. Are you using the ship to sort of like intercede and block between the two of you?
Yes,
or what
that's
is it?
what I'm
Okay.
trying to do.
All right. So go ahead and make a piloting roll for me.
If I remember right, it's a 3.
3D plus 1, I do believe, for you.
It's a 3D plus 2 with my other one.
All right, and there should be some maneuverability bonus from that ship too, which I would probably arbitrarily just give you an extra 1D. But don't worry about it, 18 is sufficient. So you bring the ship around. Gavin, you drop the entry plank on the far end. With that roll, Volker, you're able to sort of like hover the ship without landing it or dropping your landing gear. But there's probably going to be at least a meter that Kat and Rita are going to have to make up. So you guys are coming through there. The stormtroopers are getting much closer. There's blaster fire coming all around you, Kat. You know what? Rito just seems to like he's got his chin kind of tucked down and very determined, just staring straight ahead, dragging you. All right? You guys get towards the bottom there, and Gavin reaches down, and Rito practically half lifts, half throws you up to him. He reaches down, grabs you by both your forearms, pulls you above. You land on the entry plank quite hard, enough for you to kind of like bite down and kind of grit through the pain. You continue to scrabble up and into the ship. Rito is looking up at you, Gavin, and you see him get ready to like jump forward, and you grab his hands, and just as you grab his hands, he's hit by 2 blaster bolts in the back. And you just kind of feel his hands go limp, and
Don't let go! Don't let go!
you're not quite sure, but you're going to have to make a strength roll number 1 so that you don't drop him. But he is either unconscious or dead. You don't know yet.
Can I help him pull him up?
You have crawled back up under the ship.
Yeah, I got that. I can't crawl back.
I'll allow it. It's you know what, cinematically, you know what you do. You're like, all right, that's it. He helped me, I help him. So you sort of reach out there and grab him, and you guys pull his limp body up on there. Gavin, you jump on the comm link, telling Volker, hey, we got him. We're almost on the ship. Volker, you go ahead and increase the outer shielding so that these guys don't go flying off. You make sort of an abrupt turn and start accelerating. You guys are starting to claw your way back up on board the ship, hit the closing button. It comes back into position, and you guys are taking off like bats out of hell. At this point, Volker, you're in the pilot's chair, and you're coming back up and over the top of where these guys are. And you're just seeing there's just a mass amount of stormtroopers down here. They're taking pot shots at you, and you sort of lever the ship, point it up, and just hit the accelerator and try and break atmosphere as quick as you can. As you're getting out of there, is there anybody up in the cockpit with you? Just
I thought,
I want to go and do astrogations.
yeah, that's what I thought he was. I thought he was here too.
All right. Well, it's gonna take. Well, he was down there taking care of taking care of what's his name. So it'll be actually take him a while to get back up there. So anyway, you're heading on up there, and you lever yourself into a chair. There is an alarm going off in front of you, Volker. You go over and you take a look at it, and it is definitely what's called a lock alarm, which means that something is on a collision course for you. You or Gavin can make a sensor roll to find out what that is. And at this point, you have just broken atmosphere.
What is that under?
Sensors would be a tech skill as well. But what I need to know is if you're doing it or he's doing it, because if you're doing it, you're doing 2 actions, and sure you're going to get minus 1d to everything.
Yeah, I should do it.
All right, go ahead.
Go ahead and roll it for me, Gavin.
Support pilot.
While they're doing that, I'll head towards the turrets.
All right, you head on up to a turret. In the meantime, Kat, what are you doing? And then I'll come back to you, Gavin.
Checking on, unless somebody else is, I'm going to check on Frito.
Nope. Again, the Ukrainian rolled him under the bus and said, fuck it, I'm running to the cockpit.
Yeah. We can stop.
Okay, then I'm going to go Frito.
What, Cat? I'm sorry. I couldn't hear you when you're talking like a mouse like
I'm, I'm going to check on Frito.
that. Okay. Go ahead and make a first aid roll at -1d.
I'm
Gavin,
assuming
you
that's a
pulled
knowledge,
up.
right?
That is a no.
No, it's
That
tech.
is a tech skill.
Tech? Okay.
Yep. All right, Gavin. On the sensors, you've picked up that they have shot a missile at you, and it's closing.
Evasive maneuvers.
You're not the pilot.
You
Well,
told me
I'm
to do it.
saying it. I'm saying
I'm
it.
already on it.
You want to spend any character points on that? Do you have any? You
Me?
should have.
Yeah.
You-
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
do.
have plenty.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah, I got it.
Okay, 8. You happy with that?
Yeah, I'm going to have to
Okay.
be.
You have ascertained that he is not going to die at this point, but he is, by game terms, incapacitated. And what that means is that he has gone past wounded 2. If he goes any further, he would be mortally wounded and he would die. At this point, he is just really seriously messed up and needs some time in the hospital.
Okay. Good.
All right, so that's what we got going on with that. So at this point, Gavin, you yell or curse under your breath and look over at Volker. We got a missile.
I say over the communication on the ship, everyone hang on. I'm going to have to do something really stupid.
Strapping Frito the freaking...
All right, so this missile is closing on you. In the meantime, Gavin, you're going to go ahead and make an astrogation roll for me?
It's mechanical.
Yeah, it should be mechanical.
I owe him.
Astrogation, I think it's mechanical.
It is under
Okay.
mechanic.
Oh,
That's a really good roll, but it's still
Ooh.
going to take you a couple of rounds to get the proper distance. All right, this missile is closing up on you, Volker. What are you gonna do? You gonna try and shake it?
I'm going to pull a shift maneuver.
All right, tell me what you're doing, and we'll figure out what the
I'm
mechanics
going to pull... Is there any asteroids or anything around this planet, around this moon, or anything?
Nope.
I'm going to try to make a hard turn. At least throw it off for a couple of seconds.
All right, so you're gonna try and dodge.
Yeah.
All right.
So do I use is my dodge skill or is it the mechanic skill still?
It would be your piloting skill, which is mechanical,
Mechanics.
and you'll have a +1d bonus to that for maneuverability, and that will be rolled against the missiles to hit.
Is it under my dice or is it under my pips for the +1?
It's a +1d. You get an
D?
entire +1d. So
Okay.
if your skill is normally 3d +1, you'd roll a 4d +1.
It's a 3D +2. That's my mechanics.
Okay, then you add 1d to it, and it'd be 4d +2.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure of that.
Sure.
Probably not enough.
All right. Do you have character points you may want to spend?
Yeah, I want to spend a point.
All right. Let's go ahead and use it then, and make sure it's marked off of your character.
16.
All right. You have a 16. You could spend up to 1 more if you wanted to.
Why not?
I don't know.
21.
Life or death. Yeah, 21. They say life or death, man. You don't have to roll shit. I don't care. Yeah. All right. Where did my GM think? There it is. All right. I need to roll for it now, and it's going to be this much. All right. You rolled a 21, correct? All right.
Huh?
You
Oh.
rolled a 21, correct?
Yeah,
You have a
21.
Okay. I rolled a 20. So you are going to be barely missed. The missile detonates not too far off of your starboard rear. It does completely blow out one of your shields. The ship does tumble. You get it back under control. The ship is shaken. There's a couple of alarm lights that have gone off on the control panel. And at that point, you just get the ship back online. You're still trying to get a certain diameter away from the planet so that you can engage the hyperspace so that you can get a proper jump. You look over and the lock light comes on again. You don't need to make a sensor roll. You automatically know they've shot another missile at you. So at this point, it's closing on you, closing on you. You're not
Somebody
quite
tell
sure
me.
if you're going to make it. You're not quite sure if you're going to be able to make it the jump to hyperspace or not before it might actually hit you. So go ahead and roll me 3d6 and let's see what happens.
So I'm not going to get the 4 this time as well?
Just roll the 3d6, please.
Alright. 3d6. No pips or anything?
Just the 3d6, please.
Alright. Did. Ah.
You can use a force point. I don't know.
Just the facts,
Right.
man.
That's
Me
probably
too.
not enough. Fuck.
Okay, it has nothing to do with skill roll. It has to do with something I'm personally working on. So, again, it's 3d6.
3d6, please.
All right. So, anyways, all right. You're looking at this missile on the sensors, and it's looking like it's getting closer and closer, and you can't brake because you have to be on a proper trajectory to enter into hyperspace. You look at it. The light comes on for you to enter hyperspace. You slap the controls forward, and the stars begin to elongate in front of you. You hear a loud bang, the tearing of metal, and you guys enter into hyperspace.
Yay!
And that is the end of today's adventure.
Oh, thank God.
All right, guys. Any questions about mechanics today?
No.
Well, actually, let's start off how we normally
Yeah,
do. Any questions? I'm
yeah,
sorry, wait.
exactly does a carburetor do?
What exactly does a carburetor do? I don't know.
Yeah,
Call
you asked for a mechanic question.
No, that's fine. I call Chilton. Any questions about the story, guys?
No, it was good. The nice one.
It was good. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
this one was super fun. I almost died. I love it.
All right, so no question about mechanics, no question about story. All right, how do you guys think it went? Any suggestions or comments?
Yeah, my teammates need to think faster. Never mind.
Be nice.
Also, we might want to try and, not leave our party members to die. Not referring to me, but, so are you going to help the guy out there with the two security stormtroopers? Nah, I want to go play with the woman in the room.
All right. Well, from a game master standpoint, did I do a decent job today, guys? Was there something?
Oh, yeah, you did pretty good. I
Oh,
had a lot
do.
of fun at my point.
I had fun too, but you're really going to have to let us do a little bit more of our narratives.
Mm-hmm. Quite honestly, I wanted to finish this up today.
Okay.
I did not want to have this stretch out into
Another
session.
3 weeks.
You're right. I wanted to move ahead to a different story, and so I had you guys make some I had you guys make some rolls, and those rolls really was reflecting what was going to happen in the narrative.
Gotcha.
And so your rolls you didn't make as many rolls, but your rolls did have a direct effect on how the narrative went. And trust me, Kat, if your rolls had been really horrible, you would have been left to die.
Oh, I thought they were really horrible.
They were bad, but they weren't bad.
I thought we were leaving it to die.
I tried.
All right, so Kat's wounded, and Rito's kind of messed up, and the ship is something that's going on with it. Volker's probably going to have to shake a boulder out of his pants here when he's done. Because that was some scary, hairy shit. So, all right, no other questions then?
How did I do? I've only played a few times, as you know. As a player, how did I do?
I thought you did okay, but I'm going to tell you right now that your
You're going to say the same thing I'm going to say.
Your frustration was really apparent in your voice and your manners.
No, that's not what I was going to
like
say.
I said, I'm completely sick. I've been sick for almost a week now. So
I understand. But here's the thing, man. I understand if you want to play and stuff like that, but if you don't feel well, just send me a Skype message or something like that and say, look, guys, I'm sick. I'm not going to be able to make it.
Well, I wanted to at least play one game because I don't know what my schedule is next week, and I wanted to play. Actually wanted to play.
All right. Well, no problem. I'm just letting you know that it was really apparent in your voice and your mannerisms when you were getting annoyed or upset or not happy.
I got one issue.
I was actually having a lot of fun listening. Like I said, it's more or less I can't breathe. That reason I sound annoyed or something.
Okay. What are you going to say, Kat?
Yeah, my only thing, he's been trying to get it across that less meta and more RP, and you keep flowing into that. Okay, well, I know this, and can I fix what I know into the narrative, even though I my character doesn't know it, but I know it type of thing. You got to get away from that. You really got to play the
That's more or
character.
less what I'm used to doing is because, I've explained this before, I'm so used to playing, pretty much straight combat, which really pisses me
Yeah,
off. And
yeah.
it's really hard to differentiate because there's so little RP and a lot of combat. And unfortunately, for some reason, my GM, he always tries to say, if you know something about this that we don't, try to put it in there,
Hmm.
type of thing.
Yeah, I don't know if your GM's a close friend of yours, so if he is, I'm going
It's
to
not just me, it's
apologize
anybody.
for what I'm
It,
about to say, but he sucks.
he's
Well, I wouldn't go.
52. I'm
Yeah,
not
I would.
surprised.
It doesn't really matter. But I mean, she is right. My games, I try and get people to be more into their characters, more into their narration. I really want people operating from a first person. Well, my mic is not working now. Let's say as a bystander, I like the story. It was really good. People seem like my type of crazy. Awesome. All right. I'm glad to hear that.
I'm offended by that.
I
All
know.
right. Well,
I
I resemble that remark.
I resemble
I
that.
certainly do.
Well, anyway, coming back to Josh. Josh, I get the deficit that you're working from, and you only can operate from the experience that you have. Okay, and
Yeah.
so I'm not trying to be hard on you. I'm just trying to be constructive criticism. That's all I'm doing.
Personally, I'd rather have that so I can improve.
There you
Exactly.
go.
I don't think you did terribly bad today. There were a couple of times where you had to be redirected, that you had to be reminded. There was a couple of times where you went back into the meta, and I kind of let it go because I ignored it basically,
Yeah.
and just went with the story. But if you can kind of see where we're going with this. It's like, tell me what it is that you want to do with your character, and then we'll figure out what that means mechanically.
Yeah.
I want you and the other players more concerned about what they're doing based upon their character's personality, goals, and their connections to the other players than I am in, well, how far away am I? How hard is it to do this? No, fuck that. Are you going to pull your blaster out and help your friend or not? Period. End of story. That's the decision you have to make.
You see, that's not what I'm used to. I'm used to making less than snapshot decisions and actually making a tactful, stupid decision.
Right. And
Because
see,
everyone else is
this is
fucking
Star
off.
Wars. This is about people being heroic. It's about quick and fast. It's about a good narrative, and it's about you guys being heroes and being in the story. It's not about a tabletop simulation.
Yeah.
Crunch this, crunch that. We'll make more. That's not my game.
Oh,
It's not.
it's more about the
I
fun.
tried to do more of the heroism stuff. Like I said earlier, I was going to try to come down there and cover fire for Kat and them.
Mm-hmm. But we already had two people set up for
Yeah,
that.
I thought they were further up. That's the reason why. My
Yeah,
mic.
And that was just a miscommunication. I didn't have a problem with you doing that, but within the group at that time, your job was to take care of Ubin.
Yeah.
That's your job, and that was the mission. So you really had his taking care of him was the most important
Most
job.
important. That's
Yeah.
because my character, not like I want to lose my character, but that's why I was telling them to get the hell out of there when I was, shot.
I was really sure that
Ready
Rito
to
and you
let my
were both going to
character
go
go.
down. I thought Kat and Rito both were going to die today.
Well, I would have tried to, use kitty cat eyes. Kitty cat eyes, really,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And you're wearing stormtrooper armor, and you're obviously
Yeah.
not a stormtrooper, and there's all that parade of dead bodies that starts.
Yeah, but I didn't do that.
You're only wearing the armor. Wait, let me make sure that I understand this correctly. You're only wearing the armor of one of the individuals who was killed, but you had nothing to do with it.
They put me in there.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, I'm just a kid. Remember that.
Did you read that? You're not Puss in Boots.
I read that. That's what made me laugh.
All right. Well, I really hope that everybody enjoyed the game today. I am sorry that I took more narrative control towards the end there with you guys. You know that that's not normally my way. I usually kind of let you guys flounder a bit and then kind of get you back on track. But I did have a very clear idea with the roles that you'd given me where we were going to go.
Yeah.
So hopefully it was still was an entertaining story for everyone, and
Super.
you'll
I had
want to
fun.
play again.
Yeah, I had fun. I had a lot of fun.
All right, and we had an extra long session today, man. It went
Almost a
almost
full.
4 hours.
Yeah.
I'd say we had a good 3 hours of playing at least. I
Yeah.
mean, we had some fiddle fart stuff at the beginning, which we normally do, and making sure that people showed up and everything like that. But I don't know. This was probably one of the longer sessions for us, and I was pretty happy with it. I did get frustrated in a couple of spots with people, again, wanting to loot the bodies. You know, that's a nod towards you, Josh. Yes. And hopefully you understand, at least from a game master, you know, it's like, no, you're not looting the fucking bodies. One, you don't have time to do it. Two, there's other shit going on. You know, three, really? Are you going to make me roll 3 dice 6 to see how many fucking credits each stormtrooper has? No, we're not doing that.
Hey,
I
it
actually
was,
wanted to
Everybody
say
keeps
that
like I
medic-
said, I'm still trying to get off of my old habits. You know what I mean? That's one of the things.
And that's why we cut you some slack with it, Josh. It's
Yeah.
literally,
That's why we spent more time laughing about it than, getting all upset or
I see
anything.
that.
It
Yeah.
was just funny.
Next time, if it's so heavy like it was, I won't do that. But
Okay.
I will. I'm a smuggler. I'm looking for money to hopefully, make myself better. That's the thing.
Well, that makes sense. That's actually justification, as far as I'm concerned. I mean, I don't know how the DM feels about it, but I do find justification in the fact that you are a smuggler, so looking for things that you can sell.
But
Right.
what you're
but
looking
you know
for
what? You're
is
not going to find money. I mean, do you know how many stormtroopers you'd have to kill to get, like, a sippy cup for your fucking ship? I mean, seriously.
Oh,
as a
speaking
smuggler,
of,
stealing the data and selling it on would have been more likely than searching pockets.
yeah,
Yes.
that was
What you're looking at.
that's what I was
And
hoping.
the information of the location of this base is worth something to you. So
Yeah,
if you want to
I
sell
was
that
just
to a
searching
third
for good
party,
stuff. It wasn't meant for just money, but anything that can help.
They're faceless. They're faceless troopers. There's. I mean, I get. Okay, I get where you're coming from. But my game is not about. I mean, if there's something you want to do with your ship or something cool you want to do, fine. Let me know and we'll work it out and we'll make it part of a story. If there's something you want to do or a piece of equipment that you want, you let the game master know and we'll make it part of the narrative or we'll work it into the story and stuff
I
like
was
that.
hoping this would be like a planet that we can buy equipment from, so I can buy a couple of speeders, because I got 2,000 credits, and speeders are only like 1,000 each used.
Well,
But
when we get to an actual planet, yeah,
car salesman.
try.
Yeah, that shouldn't be a problem at
Kind of
all.
we're kind of on a Imperial type dig or what have you.
Right. Sort of on a information collection thing. Bringing a person over to be, talked to by intelligence, and then based upon that, where you guys are going to end up going.
Yeah.
So,
By the way, how much information were we able to get off of those computers?
you didn't do any of that stuff. No one made any rules to. I mean, it was explained to you by Gavin that.
Oh, we lost Sarah.
Yeah, that does not surprise me. Is Jen still here?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
she said.
Jen's still here. Okay.
having a bit
No,
of a problem with
Gavin
the
had explained that there was no time to code the program to do that, and there was way too much information to dump to a data pad, let alone transmit to your ship, even if you could have.
Okay, but we do know where this place is, right?
Yeah, I mean it's listed. I mean, Wymira 3 is the third moon of the Wymira system. You had looked up information in the Galactica Encyclopedia Galactica that basically told you that there had been a prison during Old Republic times here.
Yeah.
So,
But did we?
not like the moon itself is hidden.
Nobody knew that the Imperials were parked here.
Probably not, seeing as this was done through the Imperial Inquisitors. So no,
Okay.
probably
Good.
unlikely.
I found there's something I can actually make money on.
Maybe, because you know what? Who's going to really care where the Inquisitors is? The Inquisitors show up and people are like, I don't fucking know him. Nope, sorry. No, Bob? Never heard of him.
Information brokers will take any information, whether they can use it at that moment or not.
We will see, Cat.
Yes.
Well, I do have a couple of skills that could help with that, but that's about it.
I'm in downtime. I'm going to open up a hot dog stand. And
See
so
if
I'm
you can
going
make some extra money that way.
yeah,
Some
I
extra-
want to know if I can make some extra money. If we can, because on that planet I found a recipe, an ancient
Recipe?
Old Republic recipe for
Oh,
hot dogs.
wow.
Yeah, it's half turkey, half ham. It's brilliant. They're beautiful.
Awesome, man. Well, I'll tell you what. Might want to find those information brokers because they might want that.
Yeah, but first one free, mate. That's what I'm saying.
First one's free, but then you got to pay for it.
Yeah, not a bribe, but once you're hooked,
All
you're
right.
never going away.
Well, I tell you what, guys. I'm going to go ahead and try and get things posted for next week so that we can pick up off at the end of this adventure next week. Josh, you said you weren't sure what your schedule is going to be. I don't need a confirmation right now. I'll just go ahead and post, and if you can play, that's great. Same thing with everybody.
What
if
about
I don't-
CP?
Hopefully, it's next week, the 22nd.
Let's see.
Today's the 15th, so the next week, 22nd.
Yeah.
I may not be able to be on. I'll be on in the morning, but if it goes further than maybe 4 or 5 o'clock, I can't play because my fiance is going to be at her graduation.
Leave her.
I
You don't
want
need to do
to
that.
make sure that when
Yeah,
we-
yeah, you don't need to do that.
You've got nothing to do there. Don't worry about it.
Well, I'm going to be here in the morning, so I just don't know if I'll be here for the full time.
For the
depending how
full
long it takes.
time. Okay, cool. Are we going to get
Like I
CP
said,
now?
I will go ahead and post it this week, and we'll go ahead and have the start time per usual, and who can show can show.
All right.
Yeah,
You taking off, Gavin?
See you later, Gav. He's gone.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. No. Later.
Well, one final question for me, and I'm off.
All right.
Hero-wise, how well did I do for pretty much doing the first time hero thing?
I thought you did a fairly decent job, actually. The way that you grabbed Kat, pulled her into cover earlier, I thought that was a great idea. Where you actually made a decision not to intercede into a combat the Kat was taking part in, I thought was... I'm not really sure how it was on the hero scale, but on the role-playing end of it, allowing another player at the table to complete some kind of cool idea they had, I thought was really mature on your part. I thought that was really cool. The way that you stepped up and took care of Oven, I thought was, again, role-playing was really, really good. When you got back to the ship, and you were like, no, we're you tried to think outside the box. You're like, look, can you make it to a rooftop? Can we do something like this? I don't want to leave a person behind. I thought all of that stuff was brilliant. So I think that you did do quite a good job of embracing the idea of heroic, in quotation marks, for Star Wars. You did good.
Thanks.
No problem.
First time I've actually had a chance to do that, and I've always wanted to do that.
Anybody else got any comments on that?
Yeah, the only thing I'd say is just remember the beauty of the Star Wars system is you can do anything. Because it's a core skill, you don't have to have the specific skill like D&D or Pathfinder.
Right.
If you've got an idea, you can try it. It doesn't matter if
Doesn't mean you succeed, but you can still try it.
Yeah,
That's
Josh
right.
actually doesn't have any Starfighter. I'm sorry, any space transport skill. I don't think. I think his all defaults. Yeah, all his defaults back to his base attribute. So he doesn't. He's been doing that.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. I'm just saying it's so thinking outside the box it doesn't mean you can't do it. You can just go for it.
Yeah.
It's great.
All right then. Nothing else
when-
for him then?
When do
Then
we
let
get
the-
force points?
You only get force points when you go up and use a force point in a really super mega heroic way. Oh, and by the way, everybody gets 10 character points.
Hey!
Yay!
Fucking I'm useful! I'm useful again! Finally!
So, yep, forgot about that. So just make sure you guys have those written down, and whatever upgrades that you end up deciding to do for skills or stuff like that, just make sure that I know about them.
Yeah.
And
We do have a couple med packs, right?
Yeah.
med packs
Well,
are like
yeah,
they're like
we
fucking
stole
pennies
that
from
stuff.
heaven, dude.
we saw that stuff from that poor dead med tech.
Yeah.
No, we
Again-
saw the stuff on the live medtech. She's only a dead medtech after she
Yeah,
met us.
Josh, you need to again. You're falling back into that whole.
No,
You know,
no, I was gonna
we-
stay off my off time. I was gonna try to heal Ritu, and Cat.
No,
Okay.
But we're starting a new adventure, so everyone will start.
Yep. When we get to a new adventure, we'll go ahead and handle that stuff in the cutscene between what happens here and where we pick up next time.
All right.
But so yeah, I mean, yeah, equipment and stuff like that is not something to get too terribly in a twist about.
No, I was actually just gonna heal him. I understood that part.
Okay. Yep. We'll handle that next time.
All right.
What are you laughing about, Robert?
yeah, I was
This is Jen's comment. Jen's comment. I'm going to be a bad hero. My first thoughts were to leave her. Mine too. 30 great big Inquisitor behind us. See ya. It's all over.
Well, luckily we have some social bonds amongst players, except for any character that Gavin plays. So.
Oh my God! I still haven't named my ship. I completely forgot. I haven't done that yet.
at least I'm self-sacrificing.
Yeah.
I'm sacrificing you. Put it that way.
Yep, and I don't even see your ship on your character sheet.
I don't think there's one already.
I need to actually name mine too. Huh.
Eventually, your YT. I'm sorry, not your YT. Your using that.
Headhunter.
Yeah, just call it Cat's Claw.
It's a
Yes,
Z95.
that's not
Kitten's
at
claw.
all cliche or corny.
Okay, well, how about Cat's Litter Pan?
Yeah. Why about not?
I'm just saying, it's a possibility. All right.
Cat's
well,
eye.
Cat's Eye. Let's see. Leave her. Jen's typing again. All right. Well, I tell you what, Josh. I tell you what. Hopefully, you're feeling much better.
I will
next
be.
week.
I'm taking medications. I'm just everything's hitting its top peak, and it's going to be done hopefully by next week.
Awesome, dude. Well, I tell you what. Why don't you take some meds, lay down, and feel better, partner?
Yeah. Lucky enough had the day off, so. And I finally figured out how to send that guy that message, by the way. It's been a pain in my ass. I've been trying to figure it out. I hate Google+. I hate it.
Yeah.
So what message? I don't follow.
Remember the Monday games you told me about?
For Jared. Gotcha.
Yeah. And I finally figured out how to send him a message. Finally.
Okay. Well, hold on real quick, guys. I'm going to go ahead and stop the broadcasting as we're not really talking about Star Wars anymore, so hold on.
Yeah.